Thank you.
Hello, humans. Welcome, everybody, to the ATP Team League, season number 3. It's week number 4. I am Gemini, as you may or may not know. And we are going to be going into some more games today. We got 2 matches. It's going to be great. I'm feeling slightly ever so sick, so sorry about that. But we do have some, hopefully, banger games to be showcasing here today. It's going to be an excellent day. We've got a lot of people from the community going to be jumping on the stream as well throughout the day, so it should be pretty nice. But yeah, it's going to be pretty good. We will be starting off with the Goblin's Bizarre Adventure going against the Kitty Kabal. Should be pretty interesting here, as we saw Goblin's Bizarre Adventure last week as well, doing pretty decently in their match. And to do a quick overview of what happened last week, if you weren't sure, we will be doing that right now. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then please refrain from looking or listening to the stream. Excuse me, the stream right now, as I'm going to go ahead and look at that. Great. Oh, why does it do this, dude? Why does it make my screen yellow? I hate when this happens. God, dude. Why does OBS just... I hate OBS. Hold up. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, and then it's gonna go back. It's only when I have this up. Okay, hold up. There we go. Alright, there we go. For some reason, Flux did not want to disable itself right there, so I have to have my thing up. Okay, sorry. So this is what was going on last week. Of course, we did have... we had the Supply Block Heroes beating Frogify Ribbit-ellion 4-3 in a pretty interesting match. And then we also had the Itty Bitty Banana Committee beating Corsair Blue Wings, also in a very close match. And then my team, Raynor's Ruptors, dumpstered all over Roddy's team like the fucking shitters they are. I'm just kidding. No, they got absolutely washed by my team. It was very great. I also had a nice 2-0 because I'm super sick, so that's awesome. That's very great. I'm glad that that happened. And then on the other side, we also had Goblin's Bizarre Adventure, dumpstering the Goobers. May the Force be with you, giving freedom to the United States of Protoss, and then the Kitty Kabal edging it out over the Low Skill Apologists. So it's a pretty interesting week all around. We'll be going into week number 4 here today, starting with Goblin's Bizarre Adventure versus the Kitty Kabal, and then we're going to be going into Frogify Ribbit-ellion against the Raynor's Ruptors after that. So that is what we've got in the cards for our matches today. And to talk about the first match that we have lined up for us is going to be none other than a couple of our wonderful community members, also known as Azura and Guitar King. Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me here on the desk. It's always appreciated. We are going to be going into the first match, which is going to be the Kitty Kabal versus Goblin's Bizarre Adventure. Should be pretty sick. Oh, yeah, wait, never mind. For a second, I forgot that actually Guitar King is not going to be here for our match next, so that's actually funny.
No, that would be a low testosterone move.
No, I think that would be kind of funny because we're both playing, but...
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I have quite a few words. Anyways, so the first match, yes, is going to be pretty sick. We've got, I forget who's actually playing. Okay, Goblin versus Cobblestone. Ooh, that's going to be a banger. And then we got Rebel versus Ardent, and then we got Spazy Mazy versus Acaroni. What are we expecting here for this first one? Some excellent Cobble moments, surely in the near future here. I cannot wait for this. Guitar King, what are your thoughts?
So, I've looked at Goblin's TVP, and I've also played him a couple times on ladder, and my experience is that Goblin perhaps in the mid game isn't really, super great, but once he gets to Liberators, because he's a Protoss, he knows how good Liberators are, and thus he abuses them to perfection. And Kabal, usually, at least in PvP, is someone who really likes playing, the macro game, the longer game. And I fear that for Kabal, if he gets into a late game versus Goblin, that he's going to be absolutely blasted. But I think the games will be pretty good. However, I am still giving the advantage to Goblin because I think our French Terran player will French Protoss player will perhaps be indeed gobbling on these nuts. However, perhaps our Croatian Terran will be indeed cobbling on these stones. So that will be interesting to see. Azura, what do you think?
Did you think that right now, or did you come up with that in advance?
I thought of it like 5 minutes before that,
nice,
before the match.
That was pretty good. Azura, our favorite other not screaming Italian. How do you think this match is going to go?
I think there's already been one Kabal moment, because as far as I know...
Plenty.
Yeah, but like for this match specifically, because as far as I know, Kabal could have forced Goblin to play another race, actually,
that's right.
Zerg. And given the dire situation the Kitty Kabal is, this maybe would have been like, a nice move. But I think Kabal believes in his macro games, so probably he's confident that he can take Goblin out. And as for Ardent, I'm sure he prepared something very smart. Hopefully his opponent scouts it, so the reaction is something he's practiced against.
Yeah, we'll get to that one later, so we'll wait for that for a moment here. But you actually think that I mean, the race situation here for Kabal, obviously being that he didn't force the off race when he definitely could have, and so if he ends up losing here today, what does that actually say about Kabal himself, do you think, Azura?
That is French.
That's a good answer, thank you. So are you expecting a 2-0 or 1-1 here, Mr. Azura?
I think, well, it depends on which Kabal comes up. I think 2-0.
Is it the French Kabal or is it the Protoss Kabal?
Yeah, is it the French Kabal or is it the Protoss Kabal? Like, it depends. I think 2-0 for Goblin is more likely, but I can also see Kabal like taking a map because of like Protoss.
True.
I agree with Azura. I think Kabal has 0 chance to win. So yes, 2-0 for Goblin, and he will be gobbling these nuts. Kabal, that is. Thank you very much.
Is everyone just going to become Larimbo on this stream? Like, I
yes,
swear, the first time that we get Larimbo on the desk, we need to just everyone talk like him. So the viewers are just confused out of their minds, and
Larimbo needs to speak in a normal voice.
Yeah, Larimbo needs to try it his hardest to speak in an American accent and see what happens.
Yeah, everybody's gonna sound more Italian than me anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah, Azura is the one Italian here that doesn't actually even sound like he's from his own country. Anyways,
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for your thoughts. I'll be back with you in a little bit once we get done with this, and once we surely see Kabal just perform some of the most amazing Kabal moments we've all been waiting for. So I'll be with you guys then, as we will be going into the first game of the day. I'm super excited for this, as obviously everyone should be excited for any time that Kabal is actually playing. And good lord, I'm sure it's going to be just an absolute banger. As StarCraft 2 takes its second. Boop, there we go. Excellent. Now in the bottom left-hand side, playing for the Goblin's Bazaar Adventure, it is none other than Goblin himself. Playing Terran when he technically didn't actually need to be. And on the top right-hand side, playing for the kitty Kabal, the Frenchman himself, giving us plenty of moments in the first time we saw him on broadcast. Surely about to give us a bunch more. It is Cobblestone. Oh my god, is he gonna proxy? He looks like he's gonna proxy, and that indeed is what he is going to be doing here. Likely will be proxying a second gate Hua to do some interesting aggression here against probably one of the highest MMR Pool 1 players that we currently have, because Goblin did sign up with about 5.2 MMR, which is already quite close to Captain's level MMR, and then after playing a bunch of ladder with Terran, even more ladder that is, he ended up going even higher, and now he's at like 5.5. So that's a bit unfortunate in terms of how the pools work. However, there's nothing really to do about that. So it'll be up to Kabal here to try and cheese him out. It seems like that's what his goal is going to be in this first game, since it doesn't look like he's very confident with a potential macro game if he's going to be throwing this out immediately. We'll be seeing the high ground CC is already going to be foiling his plans a little bit here, as Goblin may be predicting Kabal's cheese is already going to try to make this as difficult as possible for Kabal, because not having a low ground CC here means that it's going to be very, very difficult for it to actually get cancelled. However, if we do get high ground vision with the Zealot and then poke away with the Stalker from the low ground, it's possible that we might be able to kill this SCV from there, and that could be pretty good. But it will definitely be a little bit difficult, I think, to keep that high ground vision up and to hope that the SCV stays on the left side. I feel like he should be trying to gun for this immediately, get this Zealot up and get this Stalker also in position to potentially do this, because there's really nothing else that I think you can get done here other than, I guess, force a bunch of repair on the depot. And I guess you will actually guarantee a couple kills, supposed that Goblin messes up the micro, which he will not be. So I guess we're going to get absolutely nothing done here. Oh, we might get an SCV. Oh my god, the micro is pristine. Oh my god, he hasn't lost any of them. Holy moly, this has been very good. Now the bunker's done. Oh my god, we're gonna lose the Zealot. We have now lost more thing. Oh, we did lose the Reaper in the middle of the map. Okay, that's totally fine. That's not, yeah, that's kind of to be expected, to be honest, but so far, this is going awful for Kabal, as we're even potentially losing a Stalker. We finally get one SCV. So we're going to continue to DPS down this depot, as the bunker is actually not quite in the perfect range to be able to deal with this, but we're getting a couple extra Marines out now too. So this should be totally fine. We got the Blink coming up behind it, at least I assume that would what that would be. But for this right here, it's going to be very difficult for Kabal to get much extra damage done. At least what he can do is continue to force the CC to stay on the high ground here instead of float on down, so that will at least give him a slight economic boost once this natural starts going for him, as it was a little bit later since he did go for the proxy gate. But now that the Cyclone is out, there's not too much more delaying that Kabal's really going to be able to do. Almost actually losing the Cyclone Goblin there, but nice micro at the very end to keep it alive, so that's good. Cloak Banshee as the follow-up is pretty based actually out of Goblin. It's going to be actually very difficult for now Kabal to kind of respond to this as he's on a awkward economy after this 2-gate fail to rush. And so getting a fast Robo after all of this will also be a little bit awkward as he's actually favoring to go for a very fast 3rd CC instead. Or sorry, 3rd Nexus instead. He does have 1 battery at the natural, so if the Banshee decides to go there first, at least there will be a battery to heal up the probes there for a little bit to give Kabal a little extra response time. But the fact that there's no Robo coming down yet is extremely bad. A force field that hits absolutely nothing. Should I say it? Kabal moment? We're getting our stalkers stuck a little bit as well. I'm amazed at the no Robo. I really think we need a Robo by this point. I'm not quite sure what the goal is here for Kabal to be staying only on Blink for so long. There we go. Finally, getting that Robo down, but feels quite a bit late in my opinion, as the first Banshee is actually just sitting. It's actually gonna... Oh, that's so cringe. That's so cringe out of Kabal. He's out of Goblin. He's waiting for 2. Oh, this is such a dirty move, dude. Oh, that's so gross. Kabal's... What? Oh my god. Kabal, what the fuck? Holy shit. That was insane. No way you do it again, Kabal. No way you do this again. No way you go in again. He's bringing all the weakened ones home. Where are the 2 okay. The Robo's gonna finish. The fact that the Robo's taking so late to finish, though, actually might be good, because that's going to mean that the Observer is not actually across the map. It's going to actually spawn pretty close here. So he's actually going to be able to grab it immediately, but this is still going to be some pretty good damage, because 2 Banshees will one-shot, assuming that they're actually synced, which now we finally are getting that here from Goblin. This is going to be a lot of kills out of him. Blink finish with the Observer coming out as well will mean that 1 Banshee will get taken out, and there's a battery here already, so that means that will be the end of the harassment. Assuming that the battery's in position. No! Kabal! Okay. 9 probes dead. Not great. Even a stalker. Uh-oh. Some pretty good damage here out of Goblin. And that's going to put Kabal in a pretty awkward situation here. Losing so many probes this early. At least Goblin was forced off of his natural for quite a long time. So he is still hurting pretty heavily in terms of economy, and Kabal does still have a pretty significant worker lead even after all of those kills. So while it did look like that was actually an incredible amount of damage, Kabal, you're standing in tank range. Holy shit, okay. While it did look like an incredible amount of damage, it did happen very late, and it was after the opponent, or it was done after the Terran already was very delayed on their natural. So all those things considered, it's actually not the worst thing in the world for Kabal, but it's obviously not great. Going into Templar Archives here for Storm is going to be the play out of Kabal. Now that is going to be interesting. He's making Kabal waste tank ammo. That's such a good smart. It's such a smart play. It's such a good idea. That's so funny. But yes, this Templar Archives feels pretty late. And I feel like it's going to be very difficult for Kabal to get Storm out in time for an attack that will be coming out. We are going to get this 3rd CC coming up for Goblin, but I feel like we could easily also walk across the map here. But maybe we shouldn't. Because I guess the bio is lacking just a wee bit. If we were playing Advance Wars, dude, I love Advance Wars. Thank you. That was such a sick reference. Thank God you said that. Advance Wars is such a good game, dude. I got the Switch version, like the remastered thing or whatever. I was playing that so hardcore for a couple weeks when I got it. I haven't finished it yet, so I really should go back to doing that. But god, that game is so good. So much childhood nostalgia. Oh my god, this Banshee's still alive. Gonna be coming back into the main here. This is now not good. As Kabal completely out of position, and honestly, it doesn't look like he's reacting. There we go, finally, some stalkers coming up with the Observer. We'll finally get that. 5 probes getting killed off is definitely very annoying now, actually, as Kabal's down to almost an equal amount of SCVs and probes here, which not really what you want when you're trying to set up 4 bases. Oh, he's actually gonna run in. I'm surprised he's attacking here. He went for Archons instead of Templar for Storm. That's actually very strange. I'm actually very confused about that. That feels very, very risky. Like, it feels flimsy. Like, this is just not a good army, I feel like. Like, if you're going to rush out tech, why wouldn't you just go straight into Robo Bay for Colossi? The fact that we rushed randomly into Templar, kind of not even that fast, only to then get Archons, it just doesn't feel correct at all, actually. Like, I'm not really sure what these Archons add to the army that going for fast Colossus would wouldn't be giving you, you know what I mean? Maybe he was going into the Templar and then saw the setup of Kabal or of Goblin and thought for like a moment like, oh crap, I can't get Storm out quick enough. He's gonna try to attack me or something. I need to use this, and then it made him into Archons, and then it was like, well shit, now he's not attacking me, but now it's kind of really late to start Storm. Do I go into Colossi now? Like, I don't know. Some strange tech choices here from the Frenchman. As the Banshee is somehow still alive and is picking away at this forge, a Colossus coming to help is gonna just walk over and stare at the Banshee from equal height, but can't do anything about it, as it does not attack air, can only look at air. Stalker's coming on up to try and catch these medevacs. Will get the full medevac of units, actually, and the... Oh my god, barely not getting the second one, but getting the full medevac of units is pretty good for Kabal. Finally, this Banshee dies. Wait, no it didn't. Oh my god, wait, what? No, it didn't. Oh my fucking god, it's still here. That's crazy. Alright, Goblin is just really, excuse me, sitting back. Kind of like what Guitar King was saying. I think he does favor that late game situation, going for lots of Liberators, lots of Ghosts, making it very difficult for the opponent to actually break into him. Kabal trying to find a position here, but can't really do anything, as his army is just not really... His army just can't really do anything, I feel. He's got so many Archons, but what is that going to do against so many Ghosts now? We got 5 Ghosts on the field, and the EMPs will surely just wash those away, eating the Mind Shot with our entire army as we start to step back into it to kill it, but then lose all the Zealots anyways. Kabal getting EMP'd and forced back. This has been a terrible engage for him so far, losing tons of resources at this point. Walking forward again into tank range with our whole army to not actually kill the Liberator, but to put it down to 4 HP. We're witnessing multiple Kabal moments happening in real time as we struggle to get any damage done whatsoever. We are hunting for something. That Banshee is over here, not down here. We finally killed something, it looks like. Oh my god, dude, this map is actually so pain to attack into a Terran, though, I'll be honest. I actually hate this map. I have vetoed this map. Oh my god, I feel like Hearthstone right now when he was watching me in that video. He's like, please, stop attacking into tank range. When did I tell you to walk into tank range? Please. I did not tell you to do that. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would have been the most amazing Kabal moment of all time. Oh my god. Holy shit, I wish that happened. Alright, blink forward, actually getting the command center before it can morph or lift. That's actually really good. That was actually a very good move by Kabal. I like that a lot. Sending the 3 Stalkers into the mineral line, actually forcing the tank splash to kill a decent amount of SCVs. Not too bad. I don't like this at all. We are overstepping our bounds by getting a nice disruptor shot on that army, but losing a ton of units on the reach. Goblin! Goblin! What? What? That was 2. He did it twice. He did it 2 times. What? What? No way, dude. No way. How does this keep happening? How does it keep happening? We're rewinding. We have to. How does this stuff keep happening? How does this keep happening? There's no way. What? What? There's no way. There's no way this is on purpose, right? He's not even maxed. He did it while scanned. There's only 8 Vikings. I can't believe. Why would he do it on purpose? This is not the situation to do this on purpose, I feel. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my fucking god, that was insane. Alright. Oh my god. There's no way. This is, regardless this is a Kabal win. Either he accidentally misclicked 2 Colossi, which is insane, or he's completely misjudged this and thinks that doing that while not even maxed whatsoever is a correct play. There's no, like, both of these situations. Like, why would you, like, there's not that many Vikings. We could definitely be still poking this army from afar with Colossi and Blink Soccer, and now the Vikings are just gonna come over. I actually don't think you should do that as Goblin almost. I feel like now Goblin can just kind of, actually yeah, I feel like Goblin can just kill this Colossus and then go. He did it again. Okay, that one was 100% on purpose. Okay, so I think we found out that he did it on purpose, but it's still insane. I don't necessarily, I don't know. I mean, we're on 88 probes, which, okay, fair. But to be on this high probe count, we need to be actually trading somewhat. And the problem is that we're not doing that. And then, oh my god. Okay, that shot is good. Okay, actually a good shot at the end there. That was actually very nice. Somehow, we only have 44 SCVs somehow as Goblin. Where did these SCVs all go? How have we killed 37 SCVs all of a sudden? Wait, what? Where did I miss the SCV carnage? Was something happening when when he was killing his own Colossi? Yeah, I don't really mind killing the Archons. These Archons are actually very useless. Do these DTs like blink in and out or something? Like where did these SCVs die? Okay, it was during the Colossi? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Kabal. God, dude, just attacking a turtling Terran on this map. Oh my god, that is not it. Kabal. Oof. Dude, attacking a turtling Terran on this map is just so cringe in AIDS. Okay, we are getting the Tempest out, which is extremely vital at this point. I really would have liked us seeing getting air upgrades while we were going for this transition as well, which we have not. Something that I do every single time I transition into air is if I'm making a fleet beacon, I will immediately also start +1 air with it, and then by the time that the fleet beacon and units out of the Stargate are finished. +1 air will be near finished as well. And then you have a pretty decent army transition, and then you can go into +2 really quickly too. So I think that is extremely important. So many Liberators are out on the field. So Guitar King was very wise in his prediction of what was going to be going on here, and that is 10 Liberators currently, with all the rest of the bio going to this top side here. Pylon instantly killed, and there's no recall either on this Nexus. The energy is gone, so this is going to be a dead Nexus and a dead probe line of 26 workers getting killed off here. Not great for Kabal. He does have another base here, another base here. He should have another base down here, honestly. Oh my god, he might actually lose 2 Nexuses? That's actually going to be really brutal for him. Wasn't really any workers over there, but that is going to limit his overall map control here. And now he's fighting without the Disruptor support. Tempest revealed here. Will the Viking production start? There we go. Yes, it is from Goblin. Going to be getting into that as well. Wait, what? Oh my god, he blocked it. I thought... Oh my god. No way. Dude, how does this keep happening? How does it keep happening? How does... Like... Oh... How does this keep happening? Oh my god, 4 Tempests! Oh my god, 4 Tempests rallied into the middle of the map, getting jumped on, but only somehow one of them dying. Okay, actually not the worst play, but the Vikings are gonna go in and chase them, and it's not great. Kabal is gonna try to recall, question mark? He's just sitting here with his army, not doing anything. He's trapped by rocks. He doesn't realize that he can't walk over here. We need a recall or something. What is he doing? He doesn't know. He's confused and dazed and battered and bruised and in Kabal momented. He doesn't understand. Finally kills this pylon on the bottom right so that way he can actually expand there. And now going for the attack on the left-hand side, but there's really nowhere. He is completely lost. We are just shooting disruptors into nothing because we don't know where the army is because we're blind as a fucking bat. Unfortunately for Kabal, when all of this was happening in the middle of the map, he was extremely hesitant and didn't decide to do anything. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. The thing, though, is that it's just a few tanks. There's still a lot of tanks in the back end over here. All the Liberators were over here, so we could have technically actually jumped on these tanks, I feel like, and then jumped on the Liberators while, like, we killed this tank, these 2 tanks, and then go over here to then jump underneath all the Liberators. That would have been actually a really good play to get a lot of Liberators and a couple tanks and open up the map a little bit while that attack was happening over in the middle of the map here. And then we have a huge Tempest wave to be able to continue to poke the rest of it. But, unfortunately, was completely taken aback by the attack and was lost in the sauce and unable to do anything. Finally taking an engagement now in the middle of the map here. However, without enough... Now, we don't actually have Storm either, so it's going to be very difficult to get this Viking cloud away from the Tempests, as we saw a lot of them getting killed off there. So while we do have the Tempests for the Liberators, we don't really have too much to actually defend the Tempests against the Vikings. The Stalkers, it's very difficult to control Stalkers underneath Liberators and Vikings and Tempest to actually shoot down the Vikings properly with the bio underneath as well. Throwing down some Storms definitely is a much more efficient and just a generally better way to deal with them. Oh my god, the Vikings and the Liberators chasing the Tempests. Will he be able to catch up here? Disruptors going out onto the bio here. We'll be able to kill off those, so that's actually very good. And now with that being completely segmented away, the Liberators are starting to get picked off, but unfortunately Kabal didn't quite jump on all of the ones on the left there, so isn't able to totally clear them. The Vikings continue to be extremely valuable here in these fights, killing all of the Tempests, and the bio on the ground actually able to bust through the Stalker Disruptors. Unfortunately, some of those Disruptor shots not landing, and now focus firing the ones that are shot as well. Very nicely done by Goblin, as Kabal's army evaporates out of thin air here, and with zero bank to speak of after losing all of these crucial bases, is now sitting at just 115 supply with almost no way to replenish it. Going for a massive amount of Archons behind it, but what are Archons going to be doing against this much tank Liberator, I don't know. I do not know. Unfortunately, only 4 Liberators, actually 4 Goblin right now, as needs to start replenishing those as well. I'm not quite sure what he's doing with his money because he's rich as hell right now. Would be nice to probably remake a lot of those. There we go. Knowing that he killed all the Tempest off, it's going to be very difficult for Kabal to get that back up in time. And we'll be able to go right back into Liberators. Kabal going to be trying to siege this left-hand position here. Does still have 2 Tempests out, so he's got some amount of siege capability, but the army from Goblin is going to be just absolutely massive. Once he actually gets everything together, the thing is that right now it's very split off, and a lot of it's in production as well. Looks like he's just going to go for it, going for the surround here, gets the scan off, sees exactly what's going on, gets an EMP on top of almost the entire army. Disruptor's doing a pretty decent job of zoning away. The recall comes out, but missing almost half of the army there is Kabal, and now losing so many key units here at any point going forward is going to be absolutely brutal for him. Finally gets this base set up after blocking it with his own pylon about 5 minutes prior. But it's going to be a bit too late here as, oh my god, throwing out a couple of panic disruptors as well. As Roddy would say, it seems like this might be a day late and a dollar short. Because Goblin is in full control of this game. Oh boy. Unplayable map. I don't disagree, Kabal. I don't disagree. I dislike playing this map versus Turtle Terrans. It's extremely difficult. However, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend you played perfectly. Disrupted! Nope, not quite. I'm coming! Ah, almost. Almost. Anyways, this is a slow burner. This is an absolute slow burner here, as we do have Coping Stone in full effect. If Kabal still had the 3 Colossi. So true. The single G out of Cobblestone, as Goblin will take the first series. Or the first game, sorry, in the series. I just smashed my TV in anger seeing that Cobblestone doing hashtag Cobble moments and lost his match. I embarrassed myself in front of my family. Both my children are crying, frightened by my anger as I walk shakily across the room. The neighbors are knocking on the door trying to calm me down. I can't stand this. Call the police because I'm about to do something crazy. So true. Alright. Top left-hand side, shoving his nuts into Cobble's mouth so that way he could gobble all over them. It is none other than Mr. Goblin himself. On the bottom right-hand side, the recipient of said nuts. It is Coping Stone. Alright. Has Kabal placed a gate on his own natural today? What does that mean? Goodbye, Cobblestone. I wish you good luck. And just know that any time I make fun of your moments in the upcoming minutes in this game, it is out of a place of love. Oh, the gate. Oh, no, we didn't quite do that, but we did find some other interesting ones. Yeah, this is an interesting Reaper wall, I will not lie here. This gateway should, or this Cyber should really honestly be here. It's going to block some extra pathing and also give us more places to build buildings, like tech buildings over here. Our life would be momentless without him, exactly. Someone needs to be our entertainment, and for whatever reason, the universe has come together and decided that that person providing said entertainment needs to be a certain little man from French lands. With a very interesting name. That loves to just have the worst ever moments ever on camera. Uh-oh, cobblestone! Oh, he almost was juked super hard. Sort of still is, but at least did not finish the shade there, so we'll still be able to deal with this Reaper. Unfortunately, not getting the surround there would have been nice to body block that, but doesn't quite get it. Will not be able to kill this either, which means he will probably lose a probe on the bottom here as well, which is very frustrating, but Goblin is deciding to just injure every single probe instead. Finally does get one. Got the Twilight on the back end here for Kabal as well. Gonna be going into his normal Blink Sheningas, as he has once again missed the Reaper, but he does have the Stalker back at home to deal with it, but unfortunately, oh, does actually just barely catch it. We'll be able to push it away, very nice. Denying the scout so far of the Twilight tech, but I feel like Kabal in general is someone that will always be going for this Twilight anyways, so getting the scout off is not that important. I don't really think Kabal is someone that goes Phoenix ever. Does he go Stargate? I feel like I've never seen Kabal go Stargate. Nice micro, actually, to kill the Reaper and keep the probes alive. Oh, actually gets the Adept in as well. Pretty sick. Gets an SCV and gets a full scout of everything. So nice opener, actually, by Cobblestone. Not shab at all. Not shabby at all. We'll be going into our wonderful 3-gate robotics. And a prism, so we will be going for some 3-gate blink 4-gate blink pressure, but the 4th gate is a bit late here. But it will be a 4-gate blink out of Kabal. Let's see what kind of damage we can get done with this attack. We're getting Ravens and Interference Matrix. We're getting the super new trendy anti-4-gate blink building positioning by Kabal, or by, I don't know why I keep calling them so different. Goblin, Kabal, they're kind of similar, like the BL, the Oblin. I keep fucking that up for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, Goblin, like, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he's doing the anti-4-gate wall, where you do this so that way it's really difficult to actually maneuver around the main base. Some pro-Terrans have been doing this lately. I saw, I keep calling him Time too. Oliveira did this versus Trap. I saw someone else someone screenshotted it in the Discord as well. Someone did this recently. It's been coming out here and there. It's kind of a cheeky way to deal with the 4-gate blinks. Unfortunately for Kabal, he's got a Cyclone randomly coming into his natural here, and we'll be losing quite a few probes and potentially another Stalker, but doesn't quite deal it or lose it there. We'll be blinking up, but unfortunately won't be able to get on top of this tank that he doesn't quite see because it's completely surrounded by buildings, but we'll be able to get the deny on the stim, which is actually very good. So that's one downside here of this wall, is that those tech labs on this in this spawn position are extremely vulnerable. So that will be actually a pretty nice pick-off here for Kabal, as that alone actually will keep him in this game for a very long time. Oh, I don't like that forward blink. There's really no need to go for something like that, as he takes a ton of tank shots. Could have easily just done the same thing by walking up to the bunker and testing the waters first. Too bad Stim's only been restarting for 15 seconds. It doesn't matter, because getting it killed at any point is good, because then you have to remake the tech lab and start it all over again, which is going to be a good thing, as that's just having Stim be later at all is going to be good, as that will the Terran can't. Oh my god, Kabal, stop walking into tank range. Okay, nicely done. Having stim being delayed at all makes it so that way the Terran just won't push you. You can't push without stim. Like, it's just, it makes it so much weaker. So anytime you can cancel stim is going to be an excellent situation for you as the Protoss player. This time going straight into the Robo Bay and charge is Kabal. I like that much better. The last game, I think the big problem is that he went just very strange with his tech transitioning. I kind of forgot about that part anyways when I was talking about it afterwards. But yeah, the map is super annoying, sure. But honestly, the way Kabal went about his mid-game transitions was definitely leaving a lot to be desired and gave Goblin plenty of room to get into his overly defensive setup. Whereas this time, we are going into a much more volatile tech. Not a volatile, but more, what's the word? Just potent tech in this mid-game here to potentially get some actual good damage done. Because going for 2 Archons randomly at 8 minutes into the game and then into Colossi afterwards is just really, honestly, just, to be frank, one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's like one of the worst things you can do when it comes to tech scaling in mid-game PvT. It's just literally the worst of every world. Oh, Stalker's getting caught randomly in the middle here. Nice being able to find a Widow Mine, though, is still a nice little play. Doesn't want to lose anything too much more here. Does have a Prism setup, doesn't have any Zealots in it just yet, but will be able to do some harassment with it, if he so pleases. But Goblin's pretty content to just sit back here and just get as much going as possible, and then just eventually eke it out to a later stage in the game. I also kind of find it funny that Cobblestone, after getting beat down by a very defensive Terran player on a very defensive Terran map, chose one of the next best maps to do that on, as these choke points are extremely difficult to attack into if the Terran can get their Tank Liberator stuff set up. Kind of surprised he didn't go for like a Sight Delta or maybe even Amphion could be kind of decent. Although, maybe not. But I mean, Oceanborn. Some more maps that have at least a little bit more opportunity to spread around and stuff like that. Best PvT map? I mean, sure, but when you're going, I think that's with the assumption that the opponent is not going to be playing the way Goblin is. So I feel like in PvT pro level, it's not a lot of this where they just literally sit on their butt and do absolutely nothing. Whereas Goblin is fully intent on just never moving across the map until he's maxed, it seems. They're just turtling on mass liberators in late game. And having just lost to that exact style, it feels like Kabal would want to go on a slightly, a map with at least a little bit more wide open choke points that are not so easily abused. However, this map still is definitely better than Crimson in that regard. As we can see, Kabal is still finding some damage here at this third base, and actually a pretty decent amount of it, as he was able to chop down this army pretty decently here, considering his army supply was quite a bit lower than his opponent's before this fight began. And now he's really in contention of this this CC. He doesn't need to be forward with his whole army. He can just be poking with his Colossi, as the tanks are not actually in range of the Colossi. We could just be sitting here with the Colossi continually attacking this CC, but we are backing up instead, and I feel like we could have had a better position here, as we now have the Warpins in the main base here as well, going to be doing a pretty good amount of damage. I don't know why we are moving away with the army while this is happening. This is a great opportunity for Kabal to really bust through the Terran player. Not necessarily bust through, but just to strain them as much as possible. We absolutely could have just had all of our Colossi just constantly attacking this command center, because the tanks are not in range whatsoever. Moving over to deny this fourth base is a decent call, but losing all of our Colossi for it, while not even killing it off, and then getting a single Marauder with the Disruptor, is not the play for Kabal. A potentially good opportunity with that warp in going in the main base, squandered by a strange army movement to accompany it, leaving him now with a massive supply deficit as Goblin is surging across the map. Disruptor shot will land on a pretty decent chunk of the army. Second one getting pulled back and hitting nothing. This is looking dire for the Frenchman. Scans going off on the exterior bases from Goblin to check just what the economy situation is for Kabal, as last game he was able to set up quite a few number of bases into the later stages of the game, whereas this time Goblin will be able to identify that it is just a measly 4 bases for now, knowing that he's going to be in a pretty decent spot, getting his own 4th base set up as well. And now is Goblin... Oh my god. Now is Goblin going to be sitting, or is he going to be attacking? He's gotten a nice lead, and I think he is still going to be taking that lead and just going to the bank with it and just sitting down on his patootie. Oh my god, the sick snipes from the Marauders actually killing those Disruptors before they get the nasty shots off. Zealots suiciding into a few tanks, not getting the most damage done, but a couple SCVs have been getting killed off here. This is an extremely bold move from Kabal, which then... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just a destructive force from Goblin. Impenetrable. 2 Disruptors also just sitting here. Unfortunately missing with the rally. Won't be able to get their shots off. Jumped on completely. Goblin taking advantage. And Cobblestone is really just kind of putting the pieces together. He's left with just a few pieces of the puzzle. Unable to put them together. And Goblin taking a nice 2-0 victory for Goblin's Bizarre Adventure. A very nice start for them in the team match. One that I think not many people really are too surprised about, as Goblin has been gobbling up quite a few of these nerds in the recent weeks. But that is going to be a very nice one for him, and that is going to be his final showing. Both of those players in the wait, is it? Yes, in the regular season here, as they have played their 3 matches each. Each pool does get 3 appearances in the 5 weeks. So that will be that for now. So we'll be seeing more of them in the playoffs, provided the Kitty Cabal could actually get there. But it's very likely we'll probably end up seeing Goblin's Bizarre Adventure moving forward, as their team is looking very, very strong here. We'll see if they're able to close this match out, though, as we will be going now back over to the analyst desk for a little while to talk about that series. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back, as the Goblin team just doing so well. Guitar King, you were very spot on with the Mass Liberator prediction. How did that series go to your liking?
Yeah, it was kind of pain, because I saw some of myself in Kabal, as when I played Goblin on ladder, I also coped for way longer than I should have. And he's just very annoying with like Liberator harass. It's hard to even catch it all on observing. But yeah, I think Kabal should have actually watched the video with you and Harstem, because I think Harstem gives a lot of insight on how to manage a Stalker Disruptor army and run by a lot. Because I think when Kabal run by, his run bys were generally just from one direction. He didn't have like 2 groups of run-bys constantly ever, basically. And he didn't like send the Zealots into the 3rd and the Prism and the main a lot. Yeah. And generally when he did a run-by, he didn't attack with the main army, so it just kind of was a very, very disjointed sort of try to attack, but Goblin literally could just deal with the Zealous, then move his entire army to deal with the main army of Kabal. So I think that was kind of the problem, at least on Golden. Or on Crimson Court, it was just a very defensive map, and Kabal really didn't trade well. So, and then he decided to kill his Colossi and go air, which was an interesting decision.
Well, kill his
And then
Colossi, and then
overall-
6 minutes later go air.
Yeah, and he didn't continue his air upgrades as well. And in general, I think it's a very tough style to play, especially if you don't have complete map control.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit rough in the sense of not really seeming like he knew what he was going for. I think it's just because, again, it was the hesitation, I think, to go for those tech switches and just kind of have Goblin have his room and just do whatever he wanted. Zora, what did you think about it?
Well, the opening you went for in the first game really didn't do anything. Like, he was very, I don't know what he was doing. Probably, now that I think about it, was like the Stalker he had attacking the depot together with the Zealot. He probably, I don't know if he F2'd it or if it was in the same control group as the Adept defending at home, because it kept going back, and that way he kept losing a lot of damage on SCVs and such, because I think that's like what you want in that situation. Of course, you're not gonna kill anything, but if you force the SCVs to stay there and repair, and you can kill like some of them, that's already good. Also, when he later on killed the Colossus, yeah, that was a move. But I'm not sure about going Tempest, really. Especially considering Goblin had turtled like really hard. There was a point where Kabal was on like 6 bases, and Goblin was on 3 or 4, barely 4. So I think probably getting like air upgrades earlier, getting like maybe carriers probably would have been the play, but especially Storm. I don't think he researched Storm.
No, he didn't.
So yeah, so like one player that's very good at using Storm is Nightmare, and you see Nightmare always has like high temperatures all around the bases. So even when like Goblin started going around with the army, just one Storm, that's ready to buy some time, and you warp in, and then your army comes back, and that's completely different. Instead, he just kept moving everything, especially on Crimson Court, which is very like it feels like it's a valley. You can't really go around stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're out of position, you're out of position, and there's no coming back from there. So I think he played the map a little bit wrong in general, and yeah. But we all had those moments.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough map to play for sure. It's not one that I enjoy in that situation, is exactly honestly why, but definitely a bit unfortunate in the how Kabal wanted to try to play it. But regardless, a bit unfortunate for him. We'll be at 2-0 here for Goblin. Going into our next match is going to be Revo going against Ardent, another PvT, but Ardent, of course, going to be playing Protoss this time instead of Zerg. Like last time we saw him here on the main stream. So, what are we thinking here for this one, Azura? Is Ardent going to be able to bring out some total memery here in this Pool 4 match?
Yeah, I know Ardent has prepared a little bit. Also, the great thing Ardent did this season is he managed to hide the match history. So that's fine.
He figured out that was a thing that's definitely possible to do.
He figured it out, yeah. I saw he was playing custom, so I kept checking like every 5 minutes if any custom appeared, and nothing appeared, so I'm very proud. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, he's playing against Revo, who has the most like that win against Echo when he was dead, but and that's a lot like when Arden tried to 12 pool with the hatchery against Echo. Maybe it's just an Echo thing.
Yeah.
But maybe it's also Revo that is also very good at surviving. And if Revo copes a lot, maybe Arden thinks he's dead and he GG's out.
I feel like Ardent isn't one to do an early GG, but that's just me. But I don't know. GK, what do you expect?
Yeah.
So, when you come back from like being outside and you go and you wash your hands, right? You use soap, you clean everywhere, right? Then you perhaps take a shower, and you know you are washed, right? But you are still never as washed as Ardent. Because let me remind you, this man dropped a map to Echo. And after that, I cannot predict with any amount of certainty that Ardent is going to win properly after that. I think he still hasn't mentally recovered. And Revo, I'm not sure about him. I looked a little bit at the statistics, and I see that he is 0-2 and Ardent is 1-1. So I think this is going to be a close match, and I hope to see at least a 1-1 from Revo and perhaps a 2-0 from him. I will go with this prediction.
All right, fair enough. Azura, do you have a 2-0 or 1-1?
I think I believe in Ardent. I believe in my original pool 4 player.
You think it's gonna be a
So
2-0? Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll hold off on that until we see something worthy or not. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys.
Sure.
I will come back in just a little bit after the series is over, as we're going to be going into our next game here, which is going to be none other than Revo versus Ardent. Surely going to be an absolute banger. I'm very excited to see what Ardent has cooked up, because he always has some absolute sheningas ready for us whenever he does grace the main stage here. And so, really, it's going to be on Ardent here to show us that incredible, pristine, gorgeous, absolutely unprecedented versus AI gameplay. As we have spawning on the bottom right-hand side of the map, sending a probe extremely early, having grinded thousands upon thousands upon thousands of games against people that don't exist, namely the AI on the very easy setting. It is Ardent. And on the top left-hand side, playing for Goblin's Bizarre Adventure with a extremely famous win from last season against Echo Soldier, which was a total win that should have never happened whatsoever. It is Revo. Oh my god, and the probe is here early simply to harass the SCVs and block things, actually almost killing one of them, but then loses the probe himself while getting proxy, but he actually gets it scouted. So even though he had a moment and lost his scouting probe, he at least scouts the proxy double barracks. So it is in fact Revo coming out with the sheningas himself, and now it's going to be on Ardent to find a way to defend this opening. I completely disagree with this move to send multiple probes out. This is an absurd moment. However, it might actually end up working for him, because it's going to be a Tech Lab Marauder opening here, so there won't be any units to actually defend these SCVs. So actually that will allow this second barracks to get canceled. We need to pull these back. We needed to pull these back like 30 seconds ago. What are we doing, Ardent? Okay. This is actually not bad at all now for Ardent. Oh, the expansion is oh, wait. Ardent, wait, hold up. We didn't win the game yet. We only canceled, we only delayed one of the things. Ardent, we need a unit. Oh my god, Ardent, we are supply blocked. We're getting an Adept versus Marauders. Hold up, Ardent, wait a minute. The game is not, you didn't see the barracks get canceled, actually. Oh my god. Revo can walk into the base right now and win. Revo can literally win right now with these two Marauders, but of course, why would he do that? Because he expects his opponent to actually have units out, but in reality, it's a single Stalker, a single Zealot, no battery, and then an Adept as the follow-up. Oh my god. Revo, why are you running away? That's a Zealot and an Adept. You have Marauders. They don't do any damage to you. Alright, the battery's up. We're walking the Marauder away while we're like oh no, we missed it. Oh my god, just kill the fuck. Oh my god, just kill the Zealot. What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god, we're proxying the factory as well. What the fuck is this? Holy shit, I love Pool 4, dude. Oh my god, I love Pool 4. Alright, surely... This is so many units. Revo! Revo, please, just... Do you realize how strong your units are right now? You have so many of them. I guess we don't need to suicide them because we're actually getting tanks out here. So that's actually going to siege this position extremely well. As the 2 gateways at the front are also extremely... The scan? What? Oh my god, that's... Why would we scan now? We're about to have tanks on the low ground. Revo, wait, what are we doing? No, now we're losing all the units for no reason. Revo, wait, what? Revo, no! Revo, I thought we weren't going because we had tanks coming, but then we just suicided all the armies anyway? Oh no! Revo, no, not like this. What the fuck? Oh god. This is also not a wall, by the way. Ardent fucked up the wall, so if there were Reapers on the map, they would be getting into the main. Oh, Revo, doing both things poorly. Getting the... What? Oh, we're gonna use this as high ground vision. Okay. What? Wait, why are we sieging here? Why aren't we sieging the fucking... What? Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I watching, dude? Why are we sieging, like... Okay, I mean, I guess we'll eventually kill the Cyber Core and the Gateway. I'm not sure what that hallucination was doing. We do have a Twilight Council being made here, which is currently not upgrading anything. What's it gonna be? Blank Charge? It's a Dark Shrine, of course it is. I don't mind that at all, actually. I actually think that's a good play. Given the fact that he's already invested in Twilight, I kind of like that it's a Dark Shrine, not gonna lie. Oh, we're staying in tank range. Oh my god! What? What? Oh my god, this is insane. I mean, to be fair, I don't see a world where Ardent actually goes across. Oh my god, he's actually going across. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't see a world where Ardent actually just walks across the map. This is 100%. This is totally a moment where, like, as a lowly player, you just know that they're going to be so preoccupied about this contain that is currently containing absolutely nothing. And they're gonna be like, God, fuck, I gotta get this out of here, man. This is attacking none of my buildings or units. I need to make sure this gets out of here. And just continually try to walk into it instead of just sending it across the map. What is this Liberator doing? Okay, that was weird. It did kill 7 probes earlier in the main, so that was actually really good. So that's gonna put the economy back down towards Revo's favor. So that's actually now really, really bad for Ardent, as he is not replenishing that probe count. Does go for the DTs, though. A massive warp in here, but 3 orbitals are going to be ready, which is not something that Ardent surely was going to be expecting. We have plenty of scans. Okay, losing 2 tanks, though, is actually not great. Does keep a majority of the DTs alive, which is a good thing. We'll be sending them across the map now, which is actually completely undefended here. I think Revo is actually overcooked himself with this triple CC, as none of his units are home. I honestly feel like we should have abandoned this position a long time ago. If we had just brought all of our units home and sat them in our natural, we would be cooking so hard right now, but instead, we're gonna lose everything. We're losing a bunch of pros to a Liberator, by the way. So, I mean, but there's 7 supply of army for Revo, and he's got no way to make any more, except for a couple barracks in his main base. The scan goes off, and the Liberator actually kills 2.5 DTs, or 1.5 DTs. We could have actually gotten that with an SCV, but didn't. Oh boy. Is this Liberator still here? No, it's dead. Alright, this is over. Arden's won. Arden has won the game. We're dropping mules with a DT killing us. And there's the GG, well played. Ardent will find his victory and put the Kitty Kabal into this match. That was an incredibly strange game. I'm actually blown away. Literally, if Revo just left his command, if he just went home with all of his shit and just sat at his natural, he would have been so far ahead. Because the DTs would have just walked in, they would have got scanned and immediately evaporated. And he would have been on 3 CCs versus like 30 probes. Wait, what? Who the hell is this? Oh! Yeah, okay, I clicked the right thing. Who the fuck is that? Alright. We get Revo's map pick. Pool 4. Yes, this is about mid 3Ks MMR, I believe. Who's this fucking random person? What? Stop. Get out of here. Some random person keeps trying to join the party. That's like such an insane thing to me. Like you just like see your friend is in a party with other people on your friends list and you're just like, oh, I deserve to be here. I deserve to be in that conversation. That's why am I not in this party? Invite me. That's just like so insane to me. Alright. Here we go. Link him your stream. Oh my god. It's gotten even more insane. Golden Ore is our next map, and on the bottom right-hand side, you'll notice that this person has quite a lack of probes in his main base, as he's currently sent out 2 onto the map. It is Ardent. What do we have here? And on the top left-hand side, unfortunately, with a decent opener that just honestly didn't find nearly as much damage as it should have, it's Revo. Alright, we are now harassing with a probe while also proxying gateways. Wait, what? And putting a pylon. What the fuck? And then cancels it. What? I mean, I guess it's just so that way then it's a little more awkward to wall off, but we can still just put a supply depot here. He's 3 gate proxy zealot rushing. Surely Revo just puts a second depot here, right? And then the game's over? He's not going to scout this. It's 4 gateways. Oh my god. Yeah, there's the extra supply depot. Like, that pylon wall didn't do anything. Alright, well, let's see what gets done here. We're gonna go for a Reaper, which is gonna be very good here. Having that little bit of extra damage and mobility versus the Zealots will be very good, but we do need to scout this, as Revo isn't actually scouting. He's going for a proxy himself, which is extremely Extremely bad for him. Because he right now could have the information that he's being proxied, but instead it's nothing. The second pylon doesn't make any sense to me, but might also now start to trigger Revo's response here. But instead he is putting the factory on the other side of the map. Oh my god, the Reaper almost rallied around to accidentally scout. Still not seeing what's happening because he's left it in his base. What are you doing, Revo? There's nothing else happening. Oh my god, he's gonna see it. Okay, he's gonna see it, but it's literally as all the Zealots are in his base. And the Reaper is dying to a Zealot on the low ground here. We need to get... Why are we attacking the barracks? There you go. Oh my god, we're attacking the highest fucking health thing on the ramp right now. That's insane. Revo! Revo! Oh my god, he wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, he's also supply blocked with that now as well. Losing absolutely every SCV to the Zealots. Oh my god, he didn't repair. Oh my god, Revo is in a world of pain. His proxied factory on the other side of the map is looking like an absolute piece of shit. Just a wimpy dog with its tail in between its legs, being like, are you gonna use me yet? Can I get a treat? Meanwhile, his owner is getting slapped in the face by a fucking intruder into his fucking house. As Ardent takes a 2-0 to even up the series. 2-2. Very interesting. Very interesting set of games we've just seen. Well, that was a series. If that first series took any bit too long and with that massive Turtle Fest game, that one definitely quickened us back up onto pace here. So that's kind of cool. Thanks, Ardent, for that. As we're going to be going back over to our desk for a wee bit, as there's not too much to talk about, I think, but we will talk about it. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back to the stage.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I mean, a couple of really weird looking games about what you'd expect out of our wonderful Pool 4 as we all come to love it. GK, what do you, I don't know, talk to me. There's not much to say, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I underestimated Ardent's ability to execute builds against a very easy AI. And turns out that when he executes this build, it actually somehow works on ladder as well. Because why would you need to repair a wall anyway, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's very very unfortunate for Revo.
Yeah, and the Marauder micro in the first game was so painful to watch. I love Pool 4.
Yeah, Pool 4 is great, dude. The Marauder, he just needed to be a little bit more YOLO with the Marauders, really, which was just unfortunate. Azura, any comments?
I think Ardent has been spamming the 4-gate Zealot since he started to play StarCraft, which is kind of ironic because I wasn't around for the very early days of StarCraft, of course, because yeah,
you're a zoomer.
but listening to Tasteless, who loves to talk about that stuff, apparently early on people just really love to proxy gates because it's the his first thing that comes to mind. Like, if I make my production near his one, and then I have more, I win the game.
Yeah.
So one would think that we are not there anymore, but apparently we are. Also, the pylon was a great idea. Unfortunately, he had a skill issue, so he misplaced it. But yeah. Overall, I think Ardent planned this series, and he probably had another idea for game 1 because he sent a probe very early on, both times. But yeah,
I think he was setting up the second game, which actually is kind of big brain, because he sends it the first game, but then doesn't proxy, but then does the same thing the next game, and then he is proxying. So I'll be honest, I actually respect that a lot, because that's how I like playing series as well, where I do the same, what looks like the exact same thing both games, but then I do like a slight twist on the second game or the first or whatever to make it look, actually make it be different. So I do actually respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, that's
I actually think Pool 4 either does the least preparation or the most preparation for a series.
Yeah.
Because because you either don't play the game or play like 50 custom games only to mess up when the time, comes to shove, basically.
Yeah. I do kind of find it funny, though, that Ardent had the wherewithal to go for a mind game like that of faking the probe scout stuff, but then literally within half of a second just showing his hand by putting a pylon in the wall. So I don't really know what that really did, to be honest, but I can appreciate the thought at least. But we're going to be going into the potentially final match here, but it is tied 2-2. So if we get a 1-1, then we will be sending it off to an ace match, would be pretty cool. But it is going to be none other than Spazy Mazy going against Acaroni. Surely going to be a pretty good one here. Azorda, any comments or thoughts about what this PVZ might hold for us?
Yeah, well, one plays the game, the other doesn't play the game.
Is Spazy actually playing Zerg? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One plays Zerg, the other plays Protoss, which lately should be good for Protoss, but I think Acheron loves to play Glaives, like Strange plays, so without the Prism. And I know historically Spazy has struggled a little bit against this kind of build, so maybe he has gone with some stuff prepared, like to avoid this happening, or maybe he's just gonna go mute us like every time.
Surely that's what's going to happen, because I feel like that just is always Spazy's thing here. So wouldn't be surprised. What's your prediction on the score?
It really depends, actually, because Akron plays Glaive, so he could really very well win 2-0. I think the most likely one is 1-1. Maybe 2-0 for Spazy is a bit more likely than 2-0 for Akron, but I will go with 1-1.
Okay, GK, what are your thoughts?
So, I was like 90% sure that Spazy was going to have to off-race, because Acheron on EU was like 4.9k when I last played him, and Spazy is almost 5.9. So I think maybe Acheron is much higher on NA, but I think
what
Spazy
4.9 is insanely low for him.
Yeah, I know, right? So I think Spazy, while he is, busy spending time on his yacht, I guess that's how you pronounce it, his cruise ship, personally owned by him and his family, I think he still has enough skill, in the hands to win. And of course, Zerg is a very good race to play. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 for Spazy, but I would like for Acheron to make this interesting, because if we just see a blowout, I think it's going to be, oh, yeah, okay. So I'm going 2-0 for Spazy still, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, to be honest, but we will see. So thank you guys. I'll come back with you after the series has found its end, or maybe we'll be going into an ace match. We will see. So we're going to be going into our first game of the potential last match, because I actually double checked to make sure I'm in the right replay. Yes, I am. Good, because they did not label it properly, so I had to remember which map was first. Great. All right, here we go. Off into the captain's match. We have on the top right-hand side the captain of Goblin's Bizarre Adventure. It is Spazy Mazy. On the bottom, or sorry, the left-hand side, playing for the kitty Kabal, the captain, it is Acheron. The highest pool of players that we have here to offer at the All Things Protoss Team League, battling it out for each of their team's lives. I do like that we get the internal administrator Gemini running dialogues. What does that mean? What do you mean? I don't understand. Yeah, anyways, if anyone's new to the All Things Protoss Team League and doesn't know how this works or what they're watching, it's really quite simple. We follow a WTL format, so it is best of twos, where each player will be playing 2 maps regardless of what happens, and they can either be a 2-0 or a 1-1. 3 matches are played, and then the first 4 is the winner. If it's 1-1 each of the 3 matches, then it will be a best-of-1 ace match to determine the victory. And there are 5 different pools of players, all segmented up by MMR levels to allow for equal matches throughout. So that way we don't have a, Diamond League player playing against a high GM or anything like that. So, yeah, so for now, we are in the captain's pool. Our last match just before was pool number 4, which is the lowest pool, which is going to be like the mid 3Ks to maybe 4K or so, I think, is maybe the cutoff. I can't remember, honestly, to be frank. It's hard to remember, but it's down there. And then, of course, is the captain's pool, which is around like 5.3, and then the MMR cap is 6,000 MMR. So Spacey's up all the way up at 5.8. Acheron around like the 5.5 or so. So definitely a bit of a favored situation for Spacey overall, but we will be seeing how that goes for him, as Acheron definitely is someone who can be pretty threatening overall. But Spacey Meiji is definitely a force to be reckoned with here. We'll be going for the Stargate here as Acheron, not too unexpected. Whereas Spacey will be just going for some normal macro shenanigans. It is likely that Spacey is going to be trying to go for some sort of mutaplay eventually, as he really does enjoy that. We'll actually get a couple of sneak-in lings over here. Jukes around the Adept. And we'll get in for a scout on the Stargate, which actually was already seen, though, by the Overlord. But it's actually going to be a Phoenix opener, which is interesting. Out of Acheron. Not something that you normally see. Oh, so long ago, this was extremely common and popular, but nowadays, much, much, much less so. I've honestly only ever seen it once in recent times, which was classic playing it against someone that I can't remember, which was quite a while ago. Oh my god, but we actually have a huge link flood. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. We have a massive link flood coming in here off of 23 drones on this 3-base situation here. And that's actually going to be a cancel on the Cybercore. I think he did this reactively, seeing the fact that it was a Phoenix with that Overlord. And we're actually not even blocking the other part of the frickin' wall. So now absolutely everything gets on in. Oh no, this is an absolute travesty for Acheron. Losing 8 probes already. The battery is going to get targeted down as well. Oh my god, the game's over. Well. Well. At least that wasn't game 2. At least that's not how the whole series ends. At least we still have one more chance to have something interesting happen. But that was unfortunate. That was absolutely unfortunate. That was yeah. Unfortunate. And then game 2, Spacey forgets his team color. Ugh, cringe. Alright, bottom left-hand side, playing the Kitty Kabal. Needs to recoup his mental after that pretty unfortunate loss. It is Acheron. Top right-hand side, one of the coolest cats in all things Protoss. It is Spacey Maisie. After seeing so much purple Zerg today, wait. No, there's only been one purple Zerg. Hold up. For some reason, this blue looks very weird to me right now. I guess just seeing so much purple in general today makes me think this blue looks strange. I don't know why, but the blue is like looking off to me. It looks like a different... I'm going crazy. Whatever. Kabal, you did not choose to force him to off-race. You are not allowed to complain. And you chose the second map. And you also decided to transition into 2 Archons after a Blink Opener and then into Colossi by 10 minutes in the game. So, yeah. Also after a failed proxy gateway. I will hear 0 excuses, even though I also do think that Crimson Court is cringe. I like the second pylon positioning. It's a little cheeky. It's going to be really difficult for Spacey to actually scout. It's not an often located place in general by Overlords, so pretty good. Pretty cute little move by Acaroni. Doesn't go for the warp gate though at the front, so it's going to be maybe a little obvious though that he is going for Stargate at all out of him. I do find it interesting when Protoss players go the extra little length to hide their Stargate in an out of ordinary position to make it so it's harder to see, but then not double down on the mind game by just going for the faster warp gate to make it a little harder to actually tell, even though it does make your Stargate later. Oh my god, he didn't cancel it. Oh, that's so brutal, as now the 4-lings are just inside, and he's instead decided to just go across the map with it as he feels like it's not even worth it to bring it back home at this point. Oh, it's gonna be so obnoxious. Although a nice probe surround. Man, hold up. Not too bad. Oh, but now losing a few on the second set of kills, but actually, still actually not that bad. That was actually pretty well handled, all things considered. Now the Adepts on the other side of the map will be able to scout around, forcing a lot more lings, and maybe actually not forcing. That's actually just Spacey going for it yet again. Worked game 1, why not try again game number 2? As he's going to be able to catch the Adept in the middle, but will also reveal all of those lings and force a wall off out of Acheron here. But his Stalker is actually in a position that's a little awkward. It's not oh, never mind. The Oracle's enough. Since we did go Phoenix last game, it will mean that it's a little hard to judge, because last game we did not have the Oracle out right away. I don't like that this Stalker's right here. Can we actually get a... I don't feel like we can get a gateway behind this, because the Stalker's just poking its little butt out, but actually just barely will be able to get something down. Okay, very nice. Does get Warp Gate out in time, so that's very critical here. We'll be able to let Warp Gate finish to really keep his potential unit production nice and healthy. Using the battery overcharge to help keep this gateway alive in time for the second Oracle to come out. But we're losing both gateways pretty frequently, or pretty quickly, sorry, I should say. But I think it's going to be A-okay. But there's a lot more lings out on the field. This battery is only going to have so much energy, and both these gateways are pretty low. Double Zealot getting warped in and getting caught right as they do so. I think we definitely need to get some sort of back wall here, because both these gateways are in danger of falling. Does get the one on the left side finished up. The one on the right side still very vulnerable, and there's 2 pylons only in the middle here. We'll be able to get this right side one set up as well. Nice little move by the Zealot to get it in that little position as well. But the pylons are going to start to fall as well, and this might be one of the quickest series that we have in ATL season number 3. As the probes yet again are getting ransacked by the lings, and this is an extremely, extremely unfortunate situation for Acheron, losing both games potentially to the same exact build. Second game still having a totally fine situation with the Oracles coming out, but just once again floundered on the actual wall. Oh, it's brutal. Spacey Mazy gonna be sending the Goblin's Bizarre Adventures to a wonderful 3-1 situation in their group. Likely, at this point, clinching playoff contention as well. And that is gotta be one of the quickest series we've had all season. And that's with a whole team full of cannon rushers as well, mind you. So, yeah. A bit unfortunate here for the Kitty Kabal. Getting absolutely manhandled by Goblin's Bizarre Adventure. So yeah, that was actually insane. That was, wow, okay, yeah. Spacey making sure that we are absolutely ahead of schedule today. Thank you for that. And yeah, I've got really nothing else to say, so we're gonna walk on over here to our analyst desk to see if they have anything they think they can say, because I really don't think. Excuse me, I don't think I do.
Lisan al-Gaib, show
Lisan
us the
al-Gaib.
way.
It's Ling busts here and there every single time. That's the way to the fucking is it
the golden path? Yeah.
Is it the the bring you to paradise? Is that what it is? Is that what he says?
Know.
I don't know. Whatever.
I am not that much of a fan, but yeah.
I think they say it to bring you to paradise. I think is what it is. Green paradise.
Perhaps.
Yeah, the ling busts are the path to
like
the green paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we discussed the series with Atsura, while you were casting, and I just said that it's gotta be so bad for Acheron, like just getting the same build twice in a row, and you feel, like the Spacey wasn't putting so much effort into the match, while Acheron was like trying to fake glaives and put a Stargate behind his natural and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have no idea why he chose Crimson Court as the second map, to be honest. It just feels very weird. I think he should have chosen like a larger map, perhaps, with, I don't know. Just I cannot explain this choice, to be honest. Why would you willingly subject yourself to this?
I mean, maybe he's got something cooked for Crimson that maybe would have worked for him later on that we didn't quite get to see or anything like that.
Yeah,
so,
maybe.
Don't want to really necessarily hit that too hard, as it was more, I think, the walling, which was obviously the bigger problem, I think, and then also losing that adept in the middle of the map was a bit brutal, but I think it's something that could have definitely been recovered. But I don't know. Is there anything?
Yeah, well, sometimes Spacey uses spam a little bit of links to kill the Cybercore before Warp Gate is done. So I think this is what Acheron thought was happening in Game 2. Because that Game 2, the link flood went on for so long, and usually when it goes on for so long, you start, like walling behind it. Whereas it really didn't do it. It kind of kept probing, and then he was also mining minerals to expand on the other side. And maybe his brain just died, but I also think he knows that Spacey sometimes does this this tricky build, and he thought it was going to happen, and he didn't re-wall, because otherwise there's really no explanation for this.
Yeah, I think I feel like once we saw that. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's just like a thing where you kind of have to respect it almost every time, no? Like, because if you just don't wall, then you just die. Like, sure, like, yeah, he could be mind gaming and just stops making lings, and then you maybe spend a little too much money trying to go for the emergency wall, but it's like, would you rather that, which, those buildings could be useful later anyways, or do you want to just die? Like,
yeah. Besides, you can mine out the top to get a third base later on.
Yeah,
you don't need to kill your own wall.
Yeah, it's another thing. True.
Also,
true.
A detail that I really liked from Spacey was the drone arriving when the lings were flooding. Like, you guys need anything? Coffee,
was there?
water,
I didn't see that.
Minerals. Yeah, there was a drone. You can watch back in the VOD. I just thought it was really funny. Like,
yeah.
You guys need anything? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate series for Acheron, and honestly, a bit of an unfortunate series overall for the Kitty Kabal. But that is how the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately for them, they will be falling down. Is that, I believe, 1-3 as their scoreline is correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really rough for them now, going into the later half of the season. Trying to get into playoffs is going to be a bit difficult. They're going to have to get a couple of really good scores in their final 2 matches, and a couple other teams maybe to flub it around a little bit to possibly get into the deciders match for the playoffs. We will see.
By the way, we are already in the final week, next week.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, this is the 4th week.
Yeah, so they're gonna really have to lock it in for next week.
They're gonna have to pull a goober.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
no.
6-0 just to not qualify.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but they didn't qualify last time. So yeah, they're gonna have to hopefully pull what the Goobers couldn't.
Exactly.
And yeah, so we'll see. But regardless, that is going to be that for the first match. Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to be heading into the second match here after just a short break. So do you guys have any final parting words? Azura, what do you have to say?
Haroku is telling me that I need to flame Spacey because Spacey always says Haroku plays boring, but then he just did the same thing Haroku usually does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my final thoughts.
Excellent. Very good. Guitar King, anything?
Just a simple thank you, and hope everyone enjoyed my analysis and the casting, and hope to see you watching the next match, of course.
Of course. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the matches.
Bye-bye.
Excellent. All right, that'll be that for the first match. We're going to be going on a short little break to swap out some stuff, and then we'll be coming back to you with some more excellent All Things Protoss Team League action. So please stick around. We will be back in just a wee bit. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the All Things Protoss Team League Season number 3. We're going to be going into the second match today, which is going to be Frogify Ribbit-ellion going against Raynor's Ruptors, which is actually my team, as you can see my name up on the screen right there. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be going into in just a little bit. We just saw the Kitty Kabal fall to Goblin's Bizarre Adventure 2-4, and now we are going to be going into this next match, which will be hopefully just as good, if not even better. But we are going to be going over to the we were going to be going over to the analyst desk to talk about this series with the wonderful analysts. However, both of them are not here. So North America Analyst Desk really showing up strong here compared to EU, and really not helping the whole NA versus EU debate in all of esports. So really nice of them to not join me here. So instead what I'm going to do is actually go over to the caster's desk, which has two people, Heroku and Angrath, waiting, who are going to be actually covering the whole cast. I will not be casting this one, as it is my team and I am playing, so I didn't want to do that. So instead, I've got two people here to do that instead, so I don't have to do anything with that. But since my other analysts aren't here, we're going to talk to them instead. Hello, welcome everybody.
Hello, we're getting overworked now.
Yes.
Both
Twice the
and
work,
casting.
0
Yeah.
times the pay.
Yeah, we are overworking.
We have charged you more for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You guys will be charging me twice the amount of money, so 0 times 2 yet again is 0. Excellent. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me here. Heroku, any special thoughts, I guess, for the first series, which is going to be me actually going against Guitar King?
Well, today I learned that Raynor's Ruptor is ARRAY, because I haven't never played the campaign.
That's insane.
And the second thing is, this match looks pretty fun. I know nothing about PvP, but it's Korea versus EU, I think.
Yes, I'm an honorary Korean. That's right.
Okay, so we're gonna have ping Ruptor battles, which is great. Basically, we're watching a pool 2 match with pool 1 players.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot one important part, Haru. Like, Ginny is literally plays PvP like he's a Russian Protoss. Like, he embraces his Russian roots. So I don't know if we'll get to Ruptors. And if it will be these Ruptors, it will probably be on one base.
True. It's Void Ray Ruppies, right? That's the build.
I haven't pulled that out in a while. We haven't had good maps for it, man.
Oh, the Crimson. How do you think Crimson Court feels for this?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably one of the best maps that we could get for it recently. I haven't actually played it. I mean, that's actually a good point. I think that like open area between the natural and the third is still a little bit too big. I think it would still be quite awkward to get it. Excuse me, to get it to work, to be honest. But that's actually doable. I haven't actually thought about bringing it back, so I actually might toy with it now that you said this.
Okay, good thing we don't have a Protoss in pool 1.
What?
Good thing my team doesn't have a Protoss in pool 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, it's gonna be me versus Guitar King. I don't like talking about myself, so I'll just say that I knew leading up to it generally what Guitar King likes. Did my good old scouting on what his build order tendencies are, so I cooked up some stuff to try and abuse what I think would end up happening or whatever, as I normally like to do. So that was my overall game plan leading on into this one. So I guess what are some predictions here? I don't know, maybe Angrath.
Prediction. We need the Frogs to win to make it through. So I'm cheering for Frogs.
Oh, I'm getting you off my deck immediately.
They have a great logo.
Damn it. Well, since Gemini doesn't like to talk about himself, I have to pass his words that he said to me earlier to chat, which is, God, I'm so fucking good at this game. God, I'm so fucking smart for the prep.
Yeah.
And now
I
back
said
to
that.
predictions. And now to predictions. I would probably go 2-0 for Gemini, honestly.
Oh, the faith. The faith.
Because
The faith.
because
Heroku trying to slander me on my own desk. And then Aang over here bringing it back. Thank you.
I have to look out for fellow Russian prototypes. Like fellow lovers of proxy DT and other garbage bullshit.
Yeah.
That is absolutely goated.
So true.
So yeah, it's honestly, if Gemini doesn't throw like literally the proxy Twilight proxy DT game in, like I would be very surprised.
All right. Well, we will see what I had cooked up in this series. We're going to be coming in here in just a short bit. Let me try to sync this up a little bit here. So I have to do I actually forgot to do the team intros for the last game. I just realized that. So that's actually a bit unfortunate. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I'm going to be throwing the team intros here for this wonderful match. I'm going to count it down, or I'm going to start the replay here so that way you guys can cast, and then I guess once it finishes, I'll just say like, okay, you guys can go, and then I'll shut up. So that's gonna be that.
Production live.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it works. Anyways, great. It's gonna be an epic match. We've got Frogify Ribbit-ellion going against Raynor's Ruptors. I hope everyone absolutely enjoys it. And here we go.
The creator of the ATL Trav's boyfriend, according to himself, it is GGE Mini. You can't hear anything. Let's go.
Lovely.
No, we're good. Sorry, I fucking forgot. I got too many knobs and handles to dial out here. Okay,
right,
go ahead.
Someone who is also seems to naming himself Dick Boy. Clearly a Parton fan. One and only Guitar King. I literally forgot to do it until I had to look and improvise. Lovely.
Okay, so Crimson Court PvP. I don't like the map. It's red. Red is bad. They're both going 2 gates, so I'm not getting the one part of the matchup I know, which is 1 gate Phoenix spam.
Good thing the 2 gate is the only thing I know.
Hydra with Guitar King going for a 1 gate on the high ground.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's the max packs connoisseur.
He's the max packs.
Guitar King really loves to go like
okay, so
1
he likes
gate
the
on every
good
map
players.
nowadays.
Let's go.
So he's been copying the 1 gate every time. I really wonder how Gemini is going to react to this.
I don't know. I know he hates 1 gates, but that's as far as my knowledge goes.
Yeah, only thing I know about Gemini's PvP is that he plays like a degenerate. That's about it.
Hey, Guitar, be nice to me. I'm Zerg player. I don't know how to count. You know, the difference between 1 and 2 is very hard for me.
So true. I mean, you only know like the numbers like 16, you know?
No, I know a little bit, a few, many, you know, a bunch. That's how we count as Zerg.
Anyway, so
You make
Gemini is
some
going
drones into a bunch of roaches. That's the build order.
or a bunch of links organizers. Anyway, Gemini decides to open with Double Stalker. I think it's probably gonna be Double Stalker Double Sentry opener.
Double sentry?
Yeah, Double Stalker Double Sentry. Gemini does it a lot.
And we have 1 gate
meanwhile,
Stargate, which I
We
guess
got 1 gate
is normal.
Stargate and then Nexus. Nexus before second 2 units.
Okay. And I guess
Even
we
though it's
don't know
base.
it's... Oh, wait, we do know it's 1 gate, so why is he not pressuring?
I think he doesn't need to.
I think he just wants to go blink any timing attacks later.
He doesn't need to pressure because against 1 gate you can simply skip the... Well, not skip, but delay your second units. Because 1 gate has very little, like has no pressure that they can do.
No, but I mean from Gemini, well, like why would he not pressure, like to
Doesn't need
prevent
to.
the expansion?
His Nexus is similarly timed,
Okay.
and you just do not need to commit to pressure, because you can just play out the 2 gate versus 1 gate. Okay, Blink coming up for Gemini.
Blanc GT,
Let's
okay,
see
big. Blink,
Ooh.
proxy GT next to the opponents. Okay,
Giga
that's a
base.
very based placement.
Let's see if this Oracle's gonna do anything. Okay,
We
Gemini-
tried the SOS stasis move, but didn't work.
Second Oracle also coming over the map. What do we have? So yeah, for some reason I can't look in on the observer's camera, which is weird.
There's no observer camera because it's
Yeah.
replays.
This is very sad.
Yeah, it's one of the many problems of replay StarCraft.
Smooge.
Anyway, so double Oracle into, I'm assuming, Twilight for Blink as well. And I guess
Blink
they're
is not
both gonna...
starting, though.
There's no battery in the natural, though. And Stalkers are out of position. Okay,
Yeah,
3
Gemini
probes
loses
for
the probes.
Arcboy Guitar King. And we have a full scout from Gemini, who knows where this is going. So he knows the 2 Oracle are on his side of the map.
And they don't have a lot of energy.
Yeah, there's no detection, no robo, no cannons.
Well,
only
we have some
detection is
energy,
robo.
but yeah.
Now, will we have a react to the blur of the DTs?
Ooh, this probe might be very
Oh,
close.
big scout.
Did
Okay,
he
recall?
scout it? No, he didn't scout. He
Recall?
doesn't see it.
You didn't see?
He doesn't see the
Okay.
dark shine yet.
Wait, he's
It's barely
burning all the energy. If he burns all the energy, he
Oh
might
my
be
God.
dead.
He's burning all the energy. That's have a recall. He does have a recall, but he doesn't have any energy.
Recall? I think he has 1. Yeah, he has 1.
Yeah, he has 1 revelation, but he gets only 1 DG. Oh my god, Gemini doesn't know! He doesn't know!
Okay, we'll lose 1 DT. And they both took so much damage, holy crap.
Gemini is
Yeah,
still
Gemini
behind
is
in both.
slightly behind.
But his third is gonna be ahead. He's not really doing much with his blink. Timing, even though he has 1. It would be very interesting to see what happens if Gemini decides to actually go across the map.
Does he have more gates?
Man, he still does not see the Dark Shrine.
It's still 2 gates versus 3 gates. So we haven't had the gate explosion to actually attack with.
I don't
Charge
think
and Robo
Gemini is
on the
actually
way.
preparing the timing.
Yeah, charge and robo on the way. No forge yet. So far I feel like Guitar King's position is a little better. More flexible tech army. He's catching up on all the ground tech, and economy is slightly better.
I would say it's more flexible tech army. Like,
Well, flexible because you have the Oracle. That's all.
yeah, fair, but what's up with his grades? He doesn't have a force still. Okay, this is finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have about similarly time. No, Gemini's force is gonna be a bit behind, which is fine. Honestly, that's
Robo is gone.
like, I'm not sure who's even ahead in this position. Guitar King is going for the 2 gas playing. Like, he don't technically 4 gates, so he's not gonna do this 3 gates gameplay.
Cannons in every
Or
mineral
like
line, I guess
third
that's
gates.
for just easy DT in defense.
I mean, yeah, that's just good. Like, it's very annoying to defend the T's if you're like playing with oracles. Also, man, this Dark Shrine, like
Darshan
I'm
is
not
still
sure.
alive.
I'm not sure if we realized, but like there's Dark Shrine right next to the Guitar King's third base, and he doesn't even see it because like it's barely out of vision. Like
Yeah,
this is
peak
actually the
placements.
funniest shit
Ardent
out.
leaked that position for him. All the AI practice paid off. Or, Gemini died to this guy, to some guy in Korea who spams this build. And does it in all the weird positions.
Nah, the Gemini is the person who like fucking adores the
Alright.
proc DTs.
True. He's the
Oh, okay,
actual
let's
guy
go.
who knows
He
how to place
finally
buildings.
found it.
Nice. Okay, 4th base forward for Guitar King. I don't know why you would take this base. Unless you want the Rich Kaiser, so...
I mean, it's
Ooh,
a good position
stasis?
for the base. It's probably
Are we gonna
good.
run into a stasis? Yes.
We will.
And then
God,
we
I
would
love
change
stasis
path and run into another stasis.
Oh, that would be absolutely good.
Or we
Oh
get
god,
blink
we're gonna
on.
lose the prism. We're gonna lose the. Oh, we're
prism?
gonna lose the prism. And now we're getting blonked on, and
We don't... Well, no pressure.
we might lose a few of these stalkers. Also, what
Okay,
you
how?
can't really take a different 4th bait because like they're very awkward to defend. Like there's very far, like very long rotation.
Gemini has
that's
way
not
more
the big-
gates though, so if he actually chooses to attack, I feel like Guitar King's Remax is gonna
I don't think he
struggle a
can.
little bit.
I don't think he can attack in this situation. He doesn't have a prism anymore, and
Yeah, he's up around.
okay, the oracles are getting some kills again.
I'm assuming this is Disruptor tech coming up for Guitar King,
yes.
but we've seen a lot of Colossus.
I don't think it's Colossi. First off, with Gemini. Also, Gemini losing so many probes to
Holy.
oracles. Like they're actually going fucking insane.
Oracle goaded.
Like fucking 16 oracles. And
That
they're
is
gonna.
actually
They're gonna.
good.
Oh, they're gonna leave Guitar King the goat.
3.
No, he's moving across the map with his main army as well.
Okay, the
but-
frogs have been sleeping, hibernating for
Oh,
3.
Gemini's
straight
out of
weeks and not
position
a
for
cookie.
this. He can't move out. Like, honestly, Gemini army is not that big.
No, Gemini's supply is falling, and
He doesn't have a great one. He's 20 probes down now.
yeah, train probes down. You can't actually saturate his new 4th. This is just a terrible position. Guitar King's floating a little bit,
I
finally
mean,
exploding in gateways and getting to charge.
It's playable because, like, his gateway explosion is a little bit late, and he doesn't have any follow-up tech. Like, Guitar King is low-key. Well, he's not all laning because he's just so ahead. Okay, there's another fight.
But now Guitar King's just pressuring and getting some value a little bit for free.
Yeah, like, look at the resources
Okay.
lost.
As he goes back in, okay, no. Resources lost?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually brutal.
Yeah, it's more than twice in favor of GK.
Well, it's small numbers, so it means the game hasn't been
Yeah.
very active, which it hasn't been, but it's quite
mean,
big. It's quite brutal to lose this much.
Okay, it's just nice to look at the numbers, okay?
Okay, Guitar King's still ahead in supply, but the army, like the army quality, is starting to be higher on Gemini's end, with Disruptor coming up, and
Well,
charge is already done.
If Gemini can survive to the decent disruptor count, I can. Look, he can probably push it like the huge max out. It depends on how exactly it is. Man,
I actually love those stasis
Fucking
positioning,
brutal.
because this weird choke on this map is so hard to get through. And just putting stasis there all the time means it's almost impossible for your opponent to chase you or to attack. Keeps him very safe.
These oracles were insanely high value.
Yeah, those oracles are crazy. I don't
What
know
are we-
how they're still alive.
Okay, GK is taking a 5th base.
Yeah, 5th base plus 3 on the way. I think you can go, maybe you can add even more gates. Or
Raynor 5.
if you go double robo, it's probably the time to do something like double robo or
Ooh, just
Kabal.
around.
Big. Okay, that's a
I mean-
very ballsy blink.
Oh my
But
god,
we
this
couldn't
disruptor
correct the
shot
shots.
could have hit so hard.
Yeah, but
Losing the disruptor count is very bad for Gemini. Like, you can't really afford to let his disruptor count go down.
feels like the pressure's getting to him. Like, you're in a game that you've probably lost, and you could grind it back, but it's so hard.
No, he just fucking behind. That's it. Like this Oracle, like honestly, I really like the Gemini position until the Oracle swooped in.
Yeah, until
And
the
he
16
lost the
kills.
Prism.
Oh, you mean the first push? Yeah, you just run
Yeah,
into the
like
army.
losing the
accidentally.
Prism was very unfortunate. Now GK just has control, but let's not forget that it's Crimson and it's very hard to attack on Crimson Court.
Yeah, we have the second robo for more disruptor. I guess Gemini wants to play on his comfort unit.
Ah, wait. Yeah, you mean he's taking it, yeah.
Oh, big warp in into an F2.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, that's
Missed opportunity.
gonna be very
by
painful to
Githawking.
defend. Gemini holds
Even
the
more
front
probe
though.
kills. Even more probe kills, wall getting pressured in the front, popping the super battery.
This is very painful.
This is very over.
Yeah, you can't really... Okay, now he's gonna commit on the
Yeah, disruptor
and...
don't get fired. We just have more shit now.
Yeah,
32,
just hit way more
43
stuff.
more kills. This game is
Yeah,
done.
We lost our
Githawking has
entire
no
economy.
reason to attack even more. No reason to take risks. His DT shrine is done. He can just slowly pressure. and
Gemini
Gemini
GG's out.
leaves. And we have a 1-0 for the Frogs for by Guitar King.
Now we're gonna have to go for game 2. So far it's the 1-0 lead for Frogify.
Yep. Big lead. And what is the counter pick from Gemini? I don't know because my game isn't loading.
Same. I'm stuck in the fucking wheel.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see.
Golden Aura.
Ooh! Does he want to camp? Monka, yes?
Maybe. That's, to me, it's a very defensive. I don't know if it helps versus oracles.
Personally, I don't hate Golden Aura, but I never can like confidently set up the vision on this map. Because I
I
still
just
don't
want us to do introduction.
remember the paths.
It's game 2, we know.
Okay.
I-
Yeah, we
you
know
want
who it
to-
is, holy shit. But anyway, in the top left corner, it is one and only Ginny the Goat, Gemini.
And in the bottom, for the Frogify, leading up 1-0 with a based 1-gate game 1 into Oracles that won the game on its own. The king of the guitar himself. For the Frogify, it is Guitar King.
Anyway, let's see if it's gonna be another 1-gate. I think it will be. What do you think?
I want it. I mean, it worked very well for him, so I don't see a reason not to do it.
Okay, reversing this count, and honestly, I feel like Gemini would wait. I don't know what server is this actually played on. Probably on West, right?
I
Double West.
assume this is West. If I'm doing versus Korea, I'm assuming this is West. Oh, it's it's another 1-gate. I assume West, and maybe they were like doing one game on Central, one game on West. First was Central, second West. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. If it's West,
They're
then
changing server.
honestly, I might really like if Gemini decides to go for the Stalker Disruptor, like
micro-intensive
more
thing?
late game-ish setup.
Yeah.
Because he's simply just good with disruptors.
As a European, the difference from Central to West is insane.
Yeah, it's
Like
fucked.
Central is like slightly laggy for me. Usually it's like a little worse than East, which is basically fine. And
Okay, Stargate.
West is
for
really
Guitar King.
bad.
Yeah, West is bad. Okay, we have the same opener for Gemini so far.
Same opener on both sides, to be honest.
Yeah.
We have the Zealot into Adepts
Will Gemini
Two
get the
Stargate
silent block?
and 2-gate Stalker. Okay,
He
do we
will not.
change something?
Okay, as well early Nexus again. Okay,
fourth
Gemini's
Stalker.
changing it up. 4 Stalker opener. This is gonna be interesting. Will GK
Does he
see it?
say he's supposed to proxy a gate and you do like a 4-gate pressure?
Okay. Ooh, the Robo. This is gonna be like a
Robo?
3-gate Robo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
3-gate Robo. Wonder if it's gonna be the whole hit special. 3-gate Robo into losing. Every time I would open this stream back in the day. Okay, we broke the adapt. I wonder if GK
I've
sees
played
no
Holy
adapt.
multiple times, but you know, in a different game.
Ooh, okay, this is kind of huge. Well, not okay. Never mind. He's not getting the batter, and we're about. To lose
We're
the
gonna
Stalker.
lose a Stalker.
So it's not as huge. But Oracle also runs out of energy. Oh my god, did we just lead GK straight?
Yeah, GK is just
Oh
the
my
go
god,
to
we lost
oracles, I
both.
think.
Oh my god, we got both the he got both the stalkers and
Yeah, he killed both of the
Just saw the
Stalker, one
scout.
Zealot, and an Oracle. Proxy Pylon. I don't know if Proxy Pylon is gonna change much.
yeah, but the thing is we saw it, so we confirmed that's gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like for
So now I guess you
100%.
just spam batteries and you make Void Rays?
like
You go Void Ray
Rays,
Stalker and you spam
batteries,
battery?
second gate.
Yeah, with second gate. Okay, cancel.
Well, it was a kill, but yeah. I wonder if
Yeah, it
Gemini
was a
can
kill.
break it. GK doesn't quite have a setup in the main. He's not going for one.
You put him. Yeah,
So
yeah. Gemini puts
theoretically-
himself very all in.
I mean, yeah, that was already like that was all in like from the start.
Okay, is this a
This Oracle-
stasis?
Was
No,
this-
it's
this is-
burning energy.
Do we have a prism? Yeah. I feel like the elevator has potential, but GK just has so many units. Okay.
Oh, big? We got big
Oh.
damage on the Void Ray. Nice micro with the prism.
Sick prism micro.
West server paying off.
Oh
big.
my god.
Oh,
We
that's sad.
lost only one stalker, I think, so far.
Yeah, miss micro against the Zealots.
Well, not one, but in this fight.
In this fight, yeah, one.
Although, honestly, I'm not sure.
Big? Another
This is
dive.
exactly-
Okay, we
okay.
got the Void Ray.
Okay,
Second Void Ray.
we can go into the
No.
super battery though. No way. Yeah, I don't
Void
think
Rays are
Gemini can break it.
so low.
Not like not the main. There's still a battery with the energy and second battery has full energy.
Yeah, you have to burn through all the battery plus the super batteries, and if you take too much time, they stack Void Rays and it's become impossible to break anyway. Oh, Void Ray kill again. Okay, please get rid of those stupid Zealots in the front. Those Zealots have done so much damage.
Yeah, these zealots are fucking carrying everything. Yeah.
Oh, and then
This
we're
is it
getting
for
walked
Gemini,
over.
unfortunately.
Single G
Single
on
G.
GGE many. Sadly,
Yeah.
it won't be. Get talking too goated.
Guitar
The
King
one
to
gate
go.
Stargate's too strong.
One gate so good.
One gate so good.
Boo! Cringe one gators.
So true.
Cringe one
Cringe.
game.
It's so cringe. Oh, it's so cringe.
I agree. It's almost as cringe
Yikes.
as Link flooding. Who would do that?
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, that was those games. Not happy about it. But
You knew he was one gate, I guess.
yeah, I knew he did exactly I knew exactly what he was gonna do. I thought so. I think I did the prep pretty decently. Like that proxy D. I came up with that proxy D spot myself. I thought that was so sick. Me and Grubin like mapped that out to like make sure the high ground pylon couldn't see it, the third base couldn't see it, yada yada.
Yeah, it's really big.
That spot was so good. And then GK somehow got the read. I don't know what I guess he just kind of divine intervention. He held position his units on the ramp.
His units, yeah.
Yeah, he only
position
had
on the
one
ramp.
Oracle Revelation at the time as well. I also didn't know that he was going to go 2 Oracles. Usually, I thought his games only goes 1, so that also made it pretty awkward. I was just bad against the Oracles in general. I don't know why my units were like out of position to deal with them when I knew they were going to be coming, so that was just kind of dumb and bad because I'm dumb and bad. But if he wasn't held positioned on the ramp, then that was 2 DTs and 2 mineral lines, and I think the game just ends because I kill like
Yeah, this should have been over
15
there.
plus probes, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Looks
that was
like
a bit
execution
unlucky.
div.
Yeah. And then the frickin' Void Ray. Well, okay, so losing the 2 stalkers at the front was stupid and bad again. I was molding so hard about that. I couldn't even believe that I fucking did that. I was just like, that is the stupid. And then I misclicked the second battery too. I hit the probe instead. So then I was like, well, fuck. Then I have to kill the probe then, I guess. And then that was just terrible. But then the freaking Void Ray survived with 2 HP. Oh, it was so annoying. That was so lame.
And imagine if you haven't lost these 2 stalkers.
No, I know exactly, literally. Like, and to be honest, and I also, because of that dumb mistake, I forgot the fucking next 2 stalkers, so I only made 4 stalkers instead of 6, and I let the battery finish in my wall, which was blocking the adept, which died. So that was another 100 minerals out. I fucked that build up so bad. And then to see it still be that close, I was like, fuck me. Like, I was actually so mad.
Should have just fucking straight into the main.
I was so I was so tilted. The elevator into the main would have been smart, but I think I was too tunnel visioned at that point that I didn't even think about that. The elevator could have been good. I was just worried that he has void rays and he just targets the prism, but I don't think he had vision, so.
Yeah, he had no vision and no setup at all.
Yeah, that would have been a much better play, honestly, but.
That probably would have been a straight up win, maybe.
Yeah, it was just, that was tilting.
Well.
So, an unfortunate series for me. Apparently November is actually here, so I guess I'll go over there and see what happens.
Do we know?
What?
Do we know?
Do we know what?
Because he always asks if we know.
You know? We'll find out, you know? All right, let's go ahead and check out with Mr. November. One of my analysts is actually here today, has remembered that they're supposed to be here. Hello, welcome.
Sorry, I forgot it was Saturday today, so I thought it was Friday, and I forgot I was supposed to be here, so I did not set my alarms.
I see. Nice.
Luckily, I had this nightmare about this blue bug. It looks like kind of like a, like those tessellations, like those parallelograms. It's kind of like that, but kind of like a circle. You know what I mean? But it was kind of like one of those circle bugs. But I grabbed it by its by its tail, and I drew it to the toilet. And I tried to flush it, but it didn't go down. Oh my god, it was a terrible nightmare, and that's why I woke up actually. Anyways,
what? Okay. Did you see the games?
I think the first match was Guitar King versus you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't see him, but I'm pretty sure Guitar King 2-0'd you because Guitar King is a giga Chad. So I did see that he did cast the first games, and obviously you were there too. But I mean, you always do it, so I don't count you. But Guitar King is a Chad. He's my favorite Pool 1 player. I don't even have to watch games so that he absolutely wrecked you. He probably used some Phoenix's game 1, then used some Dev's game 2, destroyed you. I'm sure it's easy 2-0, right?
Yeah, well, it wasn't really any of those units that you said, but yeah, he did 2-0 me, so that's okay. We were talking about it enough on the caster desk. We don't need to talk about that anymore. So the next match is going to be Makoto going against Zarela, and Makoto is actually going to have to be off racing as Terran as well, so that should be interesting. So we saw Zarela playing a couple weeks ago and had a couple decent potential positions, but maybe kind of flubbed the ball a little bit here and there and just didn't quite make it, go across the finish line. So do you have any thoughts on this match here?
I remember seeing, I think Zarela said in the league chat that, well, I want to be clear here. It's not League of Legends, although that League of Legends is a fun game to play. But the league discussion chat, that they were probably one of the lowest MMR people in their pool, which definitely really sucks. But I think that's kind of where you have to get creative, and with the off racing, it is nice that it'll be a little more evenly matched. So I'm sure we might see some innovative strategies coming out of Zarela. Although I will say about off racing though, a lot of it I feel like at the lower pools is more about the strategical decision making, knowing where you are in the game. Those are all skills that are very important to have, aside from the sheer mechanics of your race. So, and I think that's something that's not as prevalent in the lower levels, and that's something that does carry on. That does still exist even if you're off racing. So, I think that is having that game sense is a little bit concerning, but I have full faith in Zarela to at least go 1-1 here. I think. Actually, I'm not a bitch. Zarela's 2-0. Frogify is my favorite team. Actually, Frogify is my second favorite team. I want to be clear. I mean, 4-2 is my favorite team. I'm still very upset that you refuse to cast 6 games of can rushes. But Frogify 2-0 again. I believe in Frogify. Frogify 6-0 this week, honestly.
Wow.
That's
damn.
all I have to say. I'm very
Nice.
incoherent right now. I'm gonna drink another glass of water.
That's okay. No, I'll be honest. Actually, that was the most coherent you've been in this entire desk segment, and any time you've come here, to be honest.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So
I'm gonna come more often.
yeah, hopefully Echo eventually joins us so he can also put his votes in. But thank you for that for now. And yeah, we already talked a little bit about the other series, so we're gonna have to kind of jump forward so we don't take forever in
You're targeting in the chat.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways.
you go now.
Let's go ahead over to the casters. Thank you again, November, but we're going to be heading on over back to the caster desk here to throw us into the next series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. This one's going to be Zarela versus Makoto. Casters, you can take it away, because I don't have to throw to myself anymore. It's amazing. Go ahead.
It's amazing. Let's go.
Yeet.
Actual production value in this team league.
Man,
Unreal.
we're literally bloody GSL. Like,
Yeah,
holy
yeah.
crap.
Like we're just sitting there on a voice chat doing nothing. Gemini does everything for us. It's great.
I mean, we're obviously dressed in suits, you know.
Oh yeah. We have the suit hanger. He actually ships them to us through a plane, so it's really quick, and then we ships them back.
Anyway, now we go to introductions. And in the top left corner, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, who got beamed out of the ATL Season 2, Makoto. Playing Terran, or phrasing is the relay.
And on the other side, for the frogs, he had to replace in an emergency Zelly, who was picked by the frogs. Let's see what he can do in this match in a PvT. It is Zerula.
Also, shut up, Guitar King.
Yeah, Girakin keeps yapping.
Ooh.
You already won. It's fine.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
the proxy
the
barracks
base
for
build
Makoto.
in the game is being played right now. 2 proxy with a gas. I'm gonna assume it's Marauder because
Surely.
that's like very, very good. If he's really based, it's 2 proxy ghost, and then you nuke the shit out of the opponent.
My face when this game hasn't even started and we're already reaching the twilight of it. Because Terran is playing
So
Proxy
fast.
Marauder.
So fast. Yeah. Literally Antarctica gameplay. You know, the days are like 35 minutes instead of being 6 hours.
I wonder if Zerial will know what's happening here.
Well, he hasn't scouted anything. There's nothing. The main is empty. I would
that.
assume if you see an empty main and you're in a team league like this and you've seen this build 20 times, I would just throw a probe somewhere.
And like especially when I know that my opponent is off racing.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're
Okay,
making a
this
probe.
scout path is so unfortunate for Zerial though. Like he's scouting on the bottom side of the map where like
Yeah.
while
He's
the
looking
proxy is
for a
on the top.
Macarax, but there's no Macarax. We're in pool 4. The only
Lol.
person who would try a Macarax is Ardens because he thinks he's so smart.
Arden's
and it works
so
with the
smart.
DI.
Arden's so smart he's reached negative levels.
Yeah. That's how the same way those Brood War hackers got
Okay.
in.
Oh,
top
Zealot's
one.
about to find this.
Ooh, Zealot sees this. Now
And
we know it's
he's-
Marauder.
Okay, we saved the Zealot. Oh, no, never mind.
What do we
Saving it.
do?
Okay,
We
now
have
let's
500
give it a
minerals in
response
the
from
bank.
Zorilla. We want to build the Robo, but we accidentally cancel it, then we build it again. Because we don't have any... Okay, we need more batteries.
Yeah. I'm assuming this build you hold with like pros. You like pro pull and try to surround.
Well... I honestly am
Okay.
not sure because I literally never
Big?
played against... Actually, wait, I did play against Proxy Marauder. Yeah, but that's basically kind of how you play. Like, usually I defend the natural. Though. And usually I either get lucky or die.
Okay, probes are winning.
Okay, so far, like, Zerilla is not getting...
Yeah, Zero's doing
Yeah,
this
Zerilla
really
is actually
well.
holding it. Like, he only now lost first 2 probes, and
Okay, you need to run
Makoto
away
is
with
already
those
down
weakened probe.
3.
Whoa. I thought it was a surround. It's not.
And Makoto is already, like, lost, like, 4 Marauders or something.
And we expand, so I guess this is cancelled.
Okay, the
No.
macro build.
I mean, it's the way Terran all-in, like one base all-in works. You know,
Okay.
they're never really all-in. If you float a little bit, you get a next USCC.
I mean, so true. The Terran moment.
I do think we're
Wait.
flowing a little bit too much. We're
Okay.
mining too much gas as Protoss right now.
Not sure. I mean, it's hold, but...
Yeah, it's one of those things that like Zerg have suffered through all those proxy terror, like proxy marine builds. And now that I'm seeing this being played a lot against Protoss, it's actually interesting to see how Protoss are like slowly learning how to play against those as well. I do think some of the lessons that have been learned from the Zerg side, like how you pull, like you can overpull a lot of workers early on to shut down its snowballing, then you have enough units and it's fine. And stuff like pulling off gas could help.
I honestly have no idea how to judge this game.
Well, those were all really execution based. It's like if you have good execution, you usually hold them, and
No,
like, if you
I
have
mean
better
at
execution than
this
the opponent.
exact moment.
Oh, like what do you do at this exact moment with the Protoss?
No, like what positions they are in. Because on one hand,
I do like Terran position. This is like the type of you can turtle 2 base and do like a 5 racks build.
I don't
two
like the Twilight.
base.
I don't like the. I feel like if we went like the early 2 gates, like early additional 2 gates, we could have like maybe with 2 Immortals and a Prism, we would be able to.
And you do like
yeah,
Soccer Prism
yeah.
pressure.
Like I mean, not even pressure. We probably could just straight up kill him.
Yeah. You like go pressure and maybe you kill. I
Yeah,
do
like-
agree with that. The other way you could play this is you attack super hard, because usually when this happens, the stim pack is going to be massively delayed. So what you could do, that's another thing Zerg do. They will like expand a lot, or like Zerg expand a lot. But as Protoss, I feel like you can tech way faster. Like maybe you get your Robo-Bay quickly, and then you play very quick 3 Colossus. So if they try anything of 2 base push, it will never work.
Yeah, but we also have 50 Marauders. And we all know the Colossus is absolutely useless in this game. Buff Colossus, please.
Yeah.
Blizzard, hello.
I do. Maybe charge, like 3 base charge is good.
I think he's going
But
like
you're-
for base charge, which is
We're
also
flooding way too much minerals if we're doing this, though. Well, too much
minerals,
gas.
I mean.
I mean,
Yeah, he
yeah,
should pull
flooding way
out.
too
If
much
he's going for like 2 base holdings, he should pull out. Yeah, because we
it's
don't
also
need
when I'm
gas
saying the
anymore.
quick tech is good as Protoss, because you will mine.
Technically, you can always like temporary pull out of gas.
Yeah, you pull a lot
Get
of
a
gas.
get a fast like for example like maybe get a fast third. Like get like
That's a lot of marauders.
yeah. I'm honestly not sure if I'm liking this amount of Marauders.
Do
though.
we go 3rd base or do we go 5 racks?
And what is he really gonna do? That's also the question.
Zarella is making more immortals. I like it. I'm a fan of.
I mean,
immortals.
considering the amount of Marauders, yeah, I'm hella loving it. Ooh, this team, yeah, Steam is gonna be very late.
Yeah, the late steam is.
And combat is even later. Also, my Koto is painfully supply locked. Because the real actually killed this play depot.
Okay, we have found a way to spend our gas. We're gonna go for Storm as AoE. So I'm guessing we're a Gateway Enjoyer. Which in the current meta, big fan of Gateway Enjoyer. You know, those 4 gas builds that then expand 7 times and never take more gas and just spam zealots. Very good.
Yeah, but he's already taking 4 gases.
Yeah, you're going 4 gas and then you never make any more gas. Just take more expansions from here.
I feel like you
Damn,
can
he
do
really
it off
likes his
I feel like
gas.
you can do it off of 3 gas. If you're not making Archons. And Storm. And since they're playing it Stern, we're probably not gonna
Yeah, usually
make
I see
a
it
lot
with
of
Robo.
Archons.
It's like Robo, Colossus, and then they go Mass Gateway.
Yeah, if you will Robo, you need 4 gas.
Okay. Templar is finished.
Okay, now
And
we're
we
going
decide to
for
make
the
another
Robo
AoE.
Bay.
What the fuck?
Huh? Confused, angry sounds.
Okay, third. I guess we're going 3rd base and we're gonna Templar. I almost thought this was like gonna be a Templar drop. There's no AoE, by the way.
I think you're overthinking it, Haro. Like I'm not sure why you're explaining, like, you know, the fancy temple drop shit from, you know, from ours pull 4 players.
Yeah, but you should at least be Templar or like Storm. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure our Storm was very
Please
late
with
for
charge.
Raven.
We have charge. Please, please, please. Okay, if my Kodo just goes for the kill, maybe gets it. No, I don't
I mean,
think so.
even if he doesn't go for the kill, he's just so
I guess you just take the 3rd and then you wait.
These tanks, holy shit, yeah, you realize it.
Yeah, there's 3 tanks, a bunch of marauders. There's low amount of healing, but
I'm not sure, yeah, there's a lot of biome, I don't think you can just straight up ram into it. If we had a, like, you know, fence, like, prisms
on siege?
around. On siege?
tank position
Never
is
mind.
so annoying.
Uh,
Storm is over though. Storm is done.
Storm is done. We
There's
have a lot
4
of them markers,
storms.
though.
Are we going in? Yeah, there's a little ballsy.
We just don't have
Big,
like,
big.
meat, kind of.
Okay, storms.
Okay,
But
we'll
not
land
enough
literally
meat.
every single storm. Though.
There's not
But
enough
there's
meat in
not
the
enough
army.
units.
The Colossus is gonna spawn, but I think it's too late.
I feel like the Colossus was a mistake, kinda.
Yeah, I do believe building a bigger gate ball. You have 1 AoE. You have your immortals. You can play around that. Yeah, the prism is still
But
looking
imagine,
for a warp
imagine
in
if
the
this
main, but-
prison worked in like, I don't know, 3-4 zealots. Oh, it's too
Yeah, he
late
was
now,
looking
but
for it, but then he decided not to. Okay, I'm
think
guessing
he-
he was.
I wonder
because
if he
was
forgot about it,
spending the
or
money.
he was too busy.
No, he was moving it a lot.
Yeah,
But
maybe
now
he
we're
was, like,
dying at
thinking
home,
that-
so
Yeah, there's no point really.
rip.
Yeah, like the desperate opening. Okay, NGG is cold.
And GG's cool. Well, first game, big win for
First-
Raynor.
From first map for Raynor's Ruptors.
With
My
a
god is
proxy marauder.
carrying Gemini's back.
Yeah,
Have you seen
the
Proxy
proxy
Marauder
marauder
yet?
enjoyer is carrying. And we have a Ghost River counter pick.
Ooh.
That is one of the picks of all time.
Did I ever play this map? I don't think I
I
did.
do play this map. I think it's if you play in a certain way, it's good for Zerg. So I like it because you have a way of playing it, but I don't think it's good. Like in a tournament, you're going against Terran. You can pick any map. I don't like picking the smallest map in the pool.
Okay, and back to introductions as we all know who the players are. In the top right corner. Can he clutch it for the Raynor's Raptors? The Team Gemini, aka Team DJ. Can he make it 2-2? It is Maikoto.
And on the other side of Ghost River, for the Frogs, trying to bring it, trying to 1-1 this after an honorable macro game and barely holding a 2 proxy marauder. It is Irula.
Maikoto on these nuts, Gemini.
Yeah, what an absolute joke. Very, very funny. If it was red, it could have been. Is he skeleton emotes? Is Gemini
Actually-
trying to be? How do you do, fellow kids? Like,
Fucking school.
yeah, he's trying to be mag right now. I'm cringing.
Gemini is trying to be, you know, this fag. I watch him start pulling out like some
He knows all the
toilet
slang.
shit.
He's looking for emotes. Come on.
Akara, there's something with your mic.
Is something's wrong with my mic?
Yeah, you're like making weird
Really?
noise. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to I think it's gone now. So okay,
Oh, yeah,
this
we're
is
stuck
actually a
before.
standard opener for
What? Reaper expand
my
against
Kodo.
Cyber before insane? We have a normal opener.
Yeah, I'm very surprised, honestly. Is that a pull forum watching? Is that a pull forum phrase?
No, it's definitely pool 1.
No way, that must be the captain pool.
True. It's actually PVT, so it must be a captain pool.
I mean, turn is just so good. You can only be in captain pool. You
It
cannot
always
be
looks
below
good,
it.
yeah. You know.
Okay. I wonder how the Riddle is gonna defend this Reaper. Because we did see this as a Reaper. Will we send our Adept across the map or will we stay
No
home?
chrono
Also,
on the
for some
Adept.
reason, our Adept is late.
Yeah, well, we didn't chrono it. So.
Actually, it's not quite late, but... Okay,
the thing
this
is, in
Reaper
this
gonna
lower
die.
pools,
If this
a lot
Reaper
of the
doesn't die, it's a
time-
crime against humanity.
I think the Reaper's barely dead.
No, it doesn't.
No, the Reaper.
We shaded too late, unfortunately.
Reaper's out. Rip.
Factory is
Yeah, the thing is, in
coming
this
up from
pool,
Micro.
and even a lot of the time, a lot of Terrans don't know when to take Like, they don't take their gas at the exact timing they're supposed to, so Reapers are always late by like 3-4 seconds.
Wait, I meant the Adept is late.
Yeah, but I mean, the Reapers are always late in those low levels, so it doesn't matter if the Adept is late. Like, the Adept was really late because it wasn't Chronoed, even though it was Cyber first.
Okay, now let's see if this Reaper dies. Again.
Finally dead? No. Still scouting
No.
everything.
Still seeing everything.
Was it kind of base to go Robo and Twilight? No?
Twilight Robo.
Yeah, just both attack at the same time.
Can do it probably. Even though I never played like this. Building a Robo before, I don't know. Building a Robo though, it's very low test move.
Oh, you don't approve of Nisho. Always going Robo first.
You either build Robo first or you don't build at all.
I agree.
Like
As someone
building
literally
Robo,
only makes Phoenix in
charge
this matchup
first.
as well.
We're giving charge first, this is interesting. Will we 2 base all in? Or what we gonna do? We're taking 2 gases though, like. What are we doing? We're on 1
I
game.
think this is just pull 4.
Yeah. As the Rainbow says,
Yeah.
this is not a build! What
You
is
don't need
this?
builds. This is PvT. Who needs builds in PvT?
Yeah,
You play
just
your
like-
best, you lose to Terran, and you could complain on Reddit. That is the way.
So true. I mean,
And if you're a Terran player,
Fair.
you go complain on the Battle.net forums, because that's the only place you don't get banned.
so far my Kodo is playing like a standard 3-1-1.
Wait, the Medivacs are really fast. No?
Okay, maybe not quite a standard. Or he
There's
just
no
doesn't- or he just
stim.
fucked up the build.
Like, Stim Combat is late.
Yeah, he skipped the the drop phase of the game.
Yeah, he didn't do any pressure with 1-1-1.
He didn't make any units, like any units of his starport. Like he went straight for Medivacs.
Yeah,
which
it was
doesn't
1-1-1,
really line
and
up,
he
line up
just
with Steam.
1-1, and then straight up just played, like, into... Holy Zillow, please use your Chronos.
Oh my god, they're
Just
I mean,
chrono your
almost for energy.
probes.
We're gonna have Colossus out.
Anyway, we have a Prism going in the main with
Well,
no
not quite.
charge. Or is charge done? Yeah, charge is done. So we're gonna maybe try to harass, and we have a fast third by Kodo. So trying to macro really hard on the most aggressive map in the pool, kind of based.
Also, by the way, professional caster, by the way, didn't even seem to charge being researched. Literally casted home story cap.
Me? No, that was the Muslim.
Yeah, sure. French the Muslim.
No, sick the Muslim. I don't know why they always ask why I'm sick. Why is always the Muslim sick?
I mean, you're French. You
get the
literally
fourth
look
row,
like
there's
you're
like a
sick
fourth
from the
row or
birth.
something, and it's like, oh, why is the Muslim sick?
Anyway, wait. Is he actually moving out or is he going back? What is he doing? Are we
have no
combat
idea.
finished? I honestly don't know. I just don't know what's happening. This is like certified.
going in a
Okay, there's a
mill.
fight, Pog.
Yeah, I
People
don't.
are
He's
losing.
trying to. He's doing a double drop. Like, he's playing like this is like he went to like the Terrancraft website has been inactive for 3 years, and he looked up like beginner builds. It was like, oh, there's 1-1-1 Marine tank every matchup, and then like,
It's
oh,
a-
you can do a drop. It's
I mean,
pretty
it's like
good.
honestly, it's like we're playing 2-1-1, but we are doing it
Yeah, it's like
very. We're like
completely
doing it
forgot to do
very
the drop
differently.
phase. No drop phase. No weird pressure. This is the weirdest placement for upgrades I've ever seen. I hope you get DT'd and lose all your upgrades.
He spotted the observer.
Meanwhile, on the upper side of the
Fuck.
map, we have the same thing. We are gonna make the Forge at the same spot, while having Templar Archive and Robobay at the same spot. So yeah, I guess they just like to get dropped and lose all their
I mean, at least they are not all on one pylon.
that is true. We're not as bad as Otosis.
I mean, honestly, I generally like Zerato's army right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
just
it's
look-
the
just look, my
it's like
Koto
the
doesn't have
simple,
anything.
yeah, 2 AOE, simple to play, very good. Like, you can't really mess up this army too bad, and if you play it properly, like if you click the storm button well, then you get value out of it.
Actually, wise words from GK. The Prism is just to prove that Zerila isn't using F2.
I mean, that's big if you actually learn to use control rooms like a normal person.
Until you start forgetting about the fact that you have units.
Yeah.
The double Viking harass on Colossus is actually like so high tier.
It's actually so funny.
Literal pro
The
gamer
fact
move.
that he didn't make blink, I guess no, I don't. He just doesn't have enough. Yeah, there's no blink.
For Colossus,
With
ah,
4 Colossus. I
this
do
is,
like.
this is extremely high test.
I do like the 4 Colossus. It's like you know you're gonna lose one because Vikings are broken, so might as well make a 4th one.
Hope and like if Terran doesn't build Vikings, he's just gonna die.
Exactly.
So we're going for the relatively fast second factory actually. I don't quite
Not
remember
one
the setup, but I think second factory is like an expansion, like an explosion after the fourth base.
Second
or something.
factory? No, no, no
But
one.
no, you can play it. You can play like this. It's kind of
Like
old and
tank?
it's very
Oh, like tank
campy.
style?
You can play
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like it's very campy and it's not exactly good, but you can play like this. But usually
I
make
mean, I
it after the
remember
fourth base.
TY playing triple factory and you would like spam tanks, but I don't understand why you would go second factory when you're upgrading air units. Like if it was second port into ranged lives, this would be complete standard.
I mean, we have double port.
You already have double port?
Yep.
Dang.
We're 5 racks, double factory, double port.
That is interesting. I guess we're camping,
I mean,
and then we're gonna go BC.
we're
and
playing.
win with
We're
most
literally
of-
playing like Goblin right now, like a literal pro player. So based.
We're just missing Ghost and Disruptors right now.
Yeah. Drilling Crows, high tier.
Drill and Claw? Yeah, okay.
We don't have
a
a second. By the way, we don't have a single mine. Man, this is this army of Zerili is honestly like
It's
it's just
very
gonna
scary.
have like Zerili is going to have like 150 supply of max out high tech army.
As long as we don't run up the tiniest choke point in
Oh
the
please
world.
do not jinx it. Oh my god.
Please? Okay,
Oh,
Vikings.
we're storming our entire army.
You know, we're going through the tiniest choke point in the world.
But I mean, our army is so good, it might not even matter.
It's kind of working.
Yeah, we're just letting every single storm.
Yeah, you can hear the cry of every Terran ever who's lost and be like, why did I lose? While the Colossus are killing everything. All the 4 Colossus play was the right play because we lost one before the fight and then at the 3 inside the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Michael is
Immortals
just straight up dead.
watching this and killing every worker ever.
I mean, did
Morphing-
you see the juicy storm on the third base?
Yeah, there was Grey Storm into Archon Morse. Perfect play by our boy Zerilla.
Like this was.
I
a true
could
play.
off race, trying to off race the best race in the game and not winning anyway. Kinda sad.
I mean, imagine not playing Proxima Order 2 games in a row. And
Yeah, I
GG.
should have been
Oh,
flight 40 or twice in the game. Waiting to lose 48 SCBs before GGing. Truly the perfect cosplay. Wait, what? Okay, no. I was like, what is this Zeril GG? But he GG'd after. Okay.
lol. The prism was never used, by the way.
No, the prism was never used. It was just there to be very, very scary.
I mean, it's just as GK it was just a proof, you know, like not F2ing.
Yeah. Showing that he actually didn't need to F2. He hotkeys his units. Big.
The more important part is that it's 3-1 for Frogify now. So
Yes.
the worst scenario for Frogify that we can get right now is an ace match.
Hmm. And they have the best ace in the world.
Do they
Frogos.
though?
Unpredictable gameplay style. Always available. You know. And
Unless
never
he's
won.
not available.
Always available except for
Well, he's literally at work right now. that's what
now
I'm
to
saying.
do this cast. There it is.
I mean, exactly. Like he's always available unless he's not available.
True.
Exactly.
Oh, I was muted on Discord, lol.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
about to say like if you're Gemini, in case you're talking, you're muted. Like I was
I'm sorry,
just
I have
about
so
to
many
say-
fucking. I have to unmute on OBS. I have to unmute on Discord. I have to change scene. Look, producing and hosting at the same time is not that easy. All right.
Very hard.
Yeah,
Very
this is the
hard.
hardest job in the world. Actually, there's people wish
So
that
true,
they.
so true.
People, there's people that like are just waking up praying every day, saying, "God, I'm not producing my own, my own team league in StarCraft 2."
Chat. You know, Gemini is so humble. He's not even paying himself for this.
So true, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Not paying myself, I'm paying the players for this sick entertainment. Anyways, yes, an interesting series for sure. I will say that we did give Makoto 2 builds to play this series, and he did one of them. I would like you guys to guess which one was the one we gave him.
I think it's the 1-1-1 very macro style, because you would never tell him to proxy Marauder.
You're wrong as fuck. We told him to proxy Marauder the fuck out of Zarila, and we were so adamant it was going to win, and it did, even though it wasn't really in the way that we thought it was. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I had faith in you.
You know, I'm really sad that Makoto didn't lose with proxy Marauder, because that would be so fucking perfect for the memes of Gemini coaching his pool 4 players, or like pool 3, pool 4, and etc. players, then these players doing the build Gemini told them to do and failing miserably. Like, that would have been so perfect if Makoto lost with it.
Yeah, we need to recreate this special moment with Gorf, where he's like, bro, just do the mind drop. It's so good. And then we have the worst mind drop ever played.
Good. I can't.
And then we just tell him, well, fuck it, just make cyclones, bro, and it works.
I still can't believe that series. Like, that was literally, I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing at how bad that mind drop was. It was so disgustingly bad. I didn't know it was possible for someone to mind drop that poorly. Oh my god, it was insane.
And then the same thing happened with Riff.
Yeah. And then I learned my lesson of not coaching, and then I forgot my lesson again in the clutch playoffs moment for character as well. I tried to coach him, and then it didn't work, and then he won with his random bullshit after that too. So yeah, thankfully it finally was the reverse this time, and we didn't, unfortunately we didn't get the 2-0 there, but it's whatever. Getting one win is still sick. I'm gonna go over to the desk as well so that we can talk about that. So I'm gonna jump on over to Mr. November, who's waiting, as Echo Soldier still is not here. Signing up and then not actually showing up is that's in it. That's a great one. But hello, November. Any thoughts on that excellent series we just saw?
I think you shouldn't blame Echo Soldier. To be fair, it was like completely understandable. Like, for me, I forgot it was Saturday today, so it could have happened to him too. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it could have happened to him. He could have easily just signed up for something and then forgot that he did that. I also just happened to forget time commitments. That's a great thing to do. But yes, a 1-1 situation, putting it at 3-1 so far for Frogify. What'd you think?
Obviously, it's earlier than 2-0. I was a little bit sad with game 1 since, after you hold a trash build such as Proxy Marauder like that, then it's always so bad. Like, whoever came with that build, whoever told him to do it, I don't know. That just seems like a bad decision either way, but
I mean, it worked.
I think really the problem with carrot pushes is they're very hard to take apart once they're sieging at your door. So it's very important to, at least, if you're going to fight them just once, with that blink say, you should probably fight it in, a nice open area where you can get some nice surface area on the bio ball, but, station at the main, you have to go through chokes. Kind of sucks. But, live and learn, so Zero will, I'm sure, remember in future games. That's kind of how it works,
Yeah.
Game 2, Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the defense was actually very good out of Zarila, considering the fact that it was scouted so late. The micro on the Stalker was actually very good. The probe pull to surround all the Marauders was actually very good. The problem was obviously the follow up. So Zarila, you could have very easily at this point, after holding the attack, you can just throw down 2 extra gateways in the and then get the prism and after the Immortal out of the Robo and just send it across. You can absolutely win every single time with that. They have nothing back at home. You've killed every Marauder. They will literally just die. So anytime you're going against Proxy Marauder and you hold it that cleanly or cleanly at all, just 3-gate Robo it across the map. You will always win it every single time, I guarantee you. So the follow-up was a bit iffy for sure. and then they tried to go for too much tech altogether instead of just having some units and stuff like that. So a bit unfortunate,
I
but
think this really goes back to what I was talking about, the fundamentals. Like Drilla did manage to hold it properly, but really having those fundamentals makes you able to have this proper macro transitions or macro cycles that really help you with building up that big fireball, and then all that stuff. Game 2 was I'm glad to see once the game kind of slowed down a little bit, it's really got to build up that big ball of Protoss, kind of A moved their way through. Protoss is good.
The final fight was great, honestly. The storms were excellent.
Yeah.
The storms and the SCVs were so good. The early game was a little strange. That one Colossus, couple charge lot, couple adept attack in the middle of the map, somehow not just getting stomped out of the server was kind of crazy.
I think Otis really flips once we get into mid-late game, in PvP. It's now on Terran to dodge all of Protoss's bullshit AoE,
Yeah.
Obviously it's a little more difficult.
I think he did a good job of actually staying alive to get to that point. To be fair, Makoto didn't really try to do much except for some reason poke forward with 2 Vikings, which was the most insane thing I've ever seen. But it was a very good buy as a reload.
Why should you poke forward 2 Vikings? You can get some damage on the Colossi.
But there's usually always Blink Stalkers. That's the most insane
Blink
move.
Stalkers, that's the proxy Marauders for scaring them out of the Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, no, but we told Makoto to 3 racks on Ghost River, and then he just didn't do it. So
I figured, I think you should only give people builds. You give them dirty cheese builds. Plus,
well, 3 racks isn't even cheese. That's just a normal macro build, but also can just win the game because it's.
I remember when I was playing Terran in some team league, I asked Riddle for builds, and he gave me 3 racks all in of 2 bases.
Yeah, it's good.
+1 bio timing. Oh my god.
It's very good. It's very good. Unfortunately, Makoto went his own way. Sadly lost it out, but it's okay. Getting 1 is still always good, even with an off race. It's it's honestly a challenge just to get any games really with the off race. Yeah. So getting 1 is still good. So it's going to be a 3-1 situation, which means DJ against Hydra. DJ is going to be needing 2 victories here to swing it over to an ace match. Otherwise, Frogify Ribbit-ellion will be finding their first win of the season. So what are your thoughts here going into this potential final match of the day with DJ versus Hydra from the captain's pool?
I have faith in Hydra to at least get 2 games, so we'll be a 5-1, so it'll be nice and not close. But, I'm sure if it does get to an ace match, is it DJ versus Hydra again? I'm guessing?
What, sorry? I was reading chat. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm saying if it does go to an ace match, I'm guessing it will be DJ versus Hydra again, right?
Yeah, maybe not. Who knows?
Or if you get a Guitar King versus Gemini rematch since you're both online right now. That'll be so based.
No one knows. It's all a mystery.
Anyway, so I will say, I think Hydra will 2-0. I did say Frogify 6-0. Obviously, the little side doesn't really shouldn't get that last game, but I'm still a man of my word. 6-0 Frogify. But even if Raynor Ruptors does get 2 points, I have faith in Guitar King to smash Gemini again. So I don't know. I'm not too worried.
All right, fair enough. Thank you for your utmost faith in the team that's not mine. I appreciate that. And we'll be going back over to our wonderful casters now to go ahead into that potential final match. So I will throw it on over to our wonderful caster duo of Heroku and Angrath to take it away.
True. I forgot
Final
the
game.
word.
That was great.
Opening
Thank you,
on
Angrath.
Ghost
That was
River.
perfect.
Draw received. There we go.
Throw received. We catch it. We catch those. Let's go.
We catch those. We catch these nuts.
I'm regretting everything.
Okay. Yeah,
I
we're
mean-
never getting back on. Bold decision by Gemini to pick 3 Genshin players to be on the desk and the cast.
So anyway, now we can move on to introductions.
And I can do it. Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
you
top
go
right, in the wrong color because he can't tell the difference between green and light green, even though he picked light green. It's the biggest frog of them all. It's Hydra.
And in the top right, Sorry, fuck my life. And in the top left corner, the GOAT, the most handsome man alive, after Iger, of course. It's DJ.
Also
DJ
in the
is
wrong color.
playing, guys. Oh yeah, fuck me, he stole our color.
Also wrong color because he doesn't know the difference between teal and blue.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go.
he stole our color.
Yeah, he stole our color. Oh, we get DJ? Can we sub in DJ sometime?
Yeah, can we like replace Azura with DJ, please?
No, we don't replace. We just sub it in. You have the both. We can pick whichever we want.
Oh, true.
Like if you know, if we have a bad matchup, we can just ace DJ or.
Yeah, or like if we don't like Azura's position, like, you know.
Yeah, if Azura's like, you know, he has to work on more medieval paintings and just mold, you know, we can just have DJ play.
Yeah. Like, let Azura, like, rot in peace in medieval knowledge.
Okay.
Anyway, we're actually
Zealot
getting
gaming?
into Tarkov now. Ooh, really? Yeah, Hydra's going for a Zealot.
Ghost River, what do we think of the map? Second thoughts? When now that they're good players, I do think the map is a bigger problem.
Well,
We were
Hydra's
blocking the CC for so long.
Wait, did we
go.
cancel the Zealot?
I think he did.
Yeah, I think we canceled the Zealot. Oh, this maybe was it like the anti-something Zealot or some shit?
Maybe it's like you just blind Zealot and then if there's nothing, you cancel it.
Sadly, Hydra lost the probe. Sad.
Sad. We lost the probe. Game is over. Just next. Go next.
Okay, Marine into reactor coming from DJ, but overall everything looks relatively standard.
Yeah, kind of greedy.
Let's
but
say.
it's okay.
It's fine. Adept into Stalker, so it's probably gonna be Twilight for Hydra. Man, I am really curious about this game, honestly. Because it's finally not a PvP. Ooh, Robo
No,
first.
it's
Okay.
Robo first, the Nisho build.
Hydra is extremely based. This is truly high test.
Yeah, it's only cool to do bad builds when you're in the good leagues.
Facts. Or when you're like... Because if you're doing bad builds as a high league player, you're quote-unquote aware of it.
Yeah.
Then they become big brain builds.
In the lower league, you just killed issue, or you forgot to read a guide in the last 3 years.
Even if you know what you're doing and doing it right, it's still a skill issue.
Oh yeah,
you're
even
low
though
league.
even if you play a bad build and you win in the lower league, that's cringe.
Facts. If you win in the low leagues, it's just cringe. Unless you prep for
Yeah.
like
Yeah, winning in the
50
lower
hours.
leagues is cringe. You should be playing for fun.
Robo first, Robo base. Okay, honestly, Hydra is immensely based. Like the most based person. Is that the clan build, by the way? That thing the Jizz like double Cyclone, Marines, and.
It looks like a clan build. That's, you know, it's the classic. Take all the most micro build unit in the world and just run across the map.
And win the game.
That sounds like clan.
No, it's just the thing that she was doing a lot. Hydra's
Meanwhile,
Stargate.
Hydra's playing observer spam into Colossus, which is the most 2018 thing I've ever seen.
Why would you build an immortal though in this situation? Okay,
Liberator.
We have
Yeah,
spotted.
DJ's gonna pressure and then go lib.
Oh god! Imagine if we somehow, we can see the move.
We have vision everywhere. The frog has eyes everywhere.
We're gonna,
run.
be on 3 gates.
No. Okay, we saved.
God.
We saved the stalker big.
Yeah.
We're on 3 gates. Robo is AFK because we have something to do.
And we're going to the supply block, unfortunately.
Okay, we should.
I mean, Hydra is not dying to it though, thankfully.
Okay, Colossus first. The vision is still everywhere. We're seeing the things.
Oh, by the way, DJ is
And
playing
Forge.
the perfect game so far.
Double Forge.
Double Forge. Oh.
Okay. I hope this is third base, like 3 Colossus third base. And then what we do is we just make 5 Nexus, 26 gates, and just run Zealots everywhere.
DJ is sending the
Big
map
drop.
and we have like no units in position for
Yeah,
it.
there's nothing in position. Everything is at the natural, waiting for a push.
Although our team is gonna be very late for
Okay,
DJ.
can he snipe something? He's just gonna go for probes.
Yeah, we're gonna get like 1 probe. 2 minutes. No, okay,
No,
never mind.
I
We're
mean,
gonna
if you
get
run
more.
probe storage, it's... No.
Ooh,
Oh, lib?
only one. Oh my god, this lib is gonna kill. Yeah, this lib got him 5.
And we
6,
F2'd everything,
5
so
probes.
you can run back.
DJ only now started this team though. It was. I mean, oh, by the way, still perfect game by DJ. Still hasn't lost a single unit.
What? That's huge.
Told
Okay,
you
double
it's the goat.
upgrade. And I'm guessing, yeah, see the probe where it's at? I think this is 4th. Okay, no, it's pylon for vision. Big pylon for vision.
Man, I
And
wish-
Twilight it helps.
I wish I knew how to read Terran build orders. Because I have literally zero idea what's happening. The
I
Terran
know
side
very
one.
little about it. I just know how to read them for TVZ and that's it.
Honestly, GK, the strange build. The one way it could be even more based is if Hydra would have opened with double gate.
Only 2 gates? Like 2 gate robo into...
No, double gate, like a PvP opener.
Oh, the double gate openers?
Yeah, and you go in second to 4 adept.
They always feel so scuffed in the other matchups.
This is actually pretty. Actually, I don't know about right now, but I really liked it in PvP. So, okay, DJ is dropping his third base now. Is he gonna spam tanks? Or
I think
no,
he's gonna do
moving
at
his
least
factory.
posture with his Tim combat, see if he can get something. Okay, no, we're just gonna drop. Yeah,
yeah,
drop,
that's what-
go 5 racks before doing something.
That's essentially how you want to play against robo builds. Like you don't want to just straight up push.
Yeah,
Oh well,
chill.
you can, but you just kind of drop around everywhere.
Okay, I almost thought Hydra walled his stalkers completely, but no.
Also, interesting.
He just walled them a little bit.
Hydra completely skipped lane.
Barely sniping one of the... Oh, big
Oh.
tasteless pylon for the forge, let's go.
The forge. No, it's not doing anything. The forge just has full power. So we
Oh.
just got pylon.
the drop in the main tried to go in, see one stalker, like, nope.
I
Later.
mean, Medivac has literally no health. It would have died.
Yeah, the medevac has no health. It's just funny that he like, oh, I can do another thing, and then it's like, oh, no,
Never
I
mind.
can't do it. Never mind. Yeah, this ledge on this map is so annoying, by the way. I actually like. Usually, I move the spores in the main to protect from doom drops, and this map I feel like it's the natural way you should put those. Like I would almost be in favor of putting like 2 cannons or something here. Just so it's annoying, like you don't get dropped.
Okay, Ghost of Academy has finished for DJ. He's plus 2 gonna be a bit delayed though.
We have
But
a
it's
Tampa
fine.
archive,
Do we?
and 2-2 is on the way from
Ooh, this drop actually landed.
Protoss.
And honestly,
Yeah, we
still
finally find a
very
way to
well
land
played.
the oh, we're gonna abandon 2 marines.
Damn,
And,
DJ killed 14 warriors so far.
Yeah, DJ is playing very solid.
Oh
This
my god, I
Hydra
think
knows.
my overlay.
Hydra wants to play later game.
Yeah.
He's chilling. He's like, okay, as long as I don't die and I scale, maybe surely I'll win.
Yeah,
Which-
Hydra clearly just does not want to die.
Current
The
map,
Liberator
current
coming in
game
again.
plans, yes. I
I'm
do
pretty
think we're
sh-
expanding a little slow though. But this
Wait,
Liberator has been winning
A
the game.
menace. A bloody menace. But
Can we,
WGK,
can we please just make cannons?
eh,
Or, oh, you can actually do something else. You can just transfer the like, stop mining gas at the natural, just mine your gas here, because you're gonna stay on 4 gas most likely. till
yeah,
the
but
end
then
of
you have to
times.
build. Then you have to release 150 minerals on the gases.
Yeah, so it's 1 cannon.
150 minerals.
Yeah.
That's a zealot and a half. It's like, you know, the data doesn't build batteries. I think we're actually not going to quite.
Oh,
play
he's
a full
chasing the
on map.
medevac. Can he get it? Okay,
Yes,
he gets the
he's getting the
medevac, but I
medevac.
think the
Can
marines
kill
are
the
gonna.
units, though. The Marines
What
are
if?
gonna kill them, but
Okay,
the
we're
frame
pushing.
fight, though,
What?
we're gonna
Is this
kill-
working?
Yeah, we're killing the 4th base. I mean, DJ doesn't really hide anything against
Oh,
Colossus.
this
Like,
is the win?
Vikings actually running into the Archons.
Yeah, Vikings
We
are
cannot
out.
have
There's
enough AP.
nothing to deal with
Yeah.
Colossus anymore.
DJ's
And
Straight up dead.
Hydra is pushing for the win.
I know he's walking into cannons, but
Yeah, can you
just
do it?
straight up
I
dead.
think DJ is just really in a super bad position. He's gonna have +2 against 2/2 gateway spam, and Hydra's economy is way higher than him now.
Well, way higher is a little bit of an overstatement considering that he's on 50 probes.
He's on 50 probes.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's 46 against 46, and you're mining
Yeah,
on 4
but it's
base.
but it's triple CC. Triple.
Yeah, but triple CC is not. Triple CC runs out of money around here because your main is gonna mine out, so he's only have half the base in the main. And even though you can spam mules, you're not gonna catch up this much of a gap.
Yeah, that's fair. That's not like he's an iron
Unless
bank.
I'm completely wrong in the income now. The income tab agrees with me.
Yeah, he's not gonna be that behind though. Like it's not that eco-wise, but it's just the point that DJ can't really take a 4th base for the next, I don't know, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Do we have a double starport set up? Yeah, at least we do
I
have a
think
double
we have
starport
another
set up.
push.
We don't really have money to do it.
We don't have
like,
money yet.
to
We're gonna
sustain
have
it.
to build up a big army to not die while
and
getting
Hydra
pushed by
is
zealots.
just-
Oh, big warp.
Oh,
Okay,
the
warp
blink
gets
cancel
cancelled.
though. I mean this.
The zealot in the front, can they do it?
I don't think
We
DJ
remade
can
so
push-
many Vikings.
How many Vikings does he have?
He remade all the Vikings. He remade 6.
Oh, this is. I mean, he had
Actually
to do
8.
it.
No, 9, 7.
Did he lose all of them?
I think so.
Also, my face when our casting is so bad, the chat just died.
We're never getting back on.
Unless we have to hype it
I mean,
down.
I literally don't know this matchup at all. Like I barely know what I'm talking about here.
I mean, if it was PvP, I would be fine. I could just keep bullshitting, but.
They're immersed. No, they're so into this. They full screen the
Oh
cast.
yeah,
It's so
they're
intense.
too like this.
That's why they can't
Our
chat.
casting is just so good they can't talk.
Yeah, the game is so good and the casting is just elevating it to such a level.
This Liberator was fucking has 13 kills. 2-3 on the way for Hydra. Man, I wish I actually switched my interface, but I forgot to do it. If I have to like click 50 different buttons. Okay, DJ is probably gonna DJ is starting the transition into range libs.
Yeah. So one of the ways, because this like mass gate style has been played in Hopster Cup. It's like the one thing I was able to talk about with Ryong and other actually good players.
Let's go.
It looks like the solution is to super camp the shit out of it. Because at some point they just run out of money. Like you just approach it like a TBZ, where you assume Zerg is gonna throw Ling Bane at you for the whole game, so you just wait for them to run out of money. And
Yeah,
on a
I
map
mean-
like this, I don't like this idea because it's very hard for the Terran to take the last 2 base, like the 5th and 6th. And it's almost possible for Protoss to take one of those.
I just realized what this map reminds me of. This is literally Stargazers, but without the gold base.
It feels a lot like Stargazer, yeah. You have
mean-
like the super exposed natural. It's much smaller though.
I mean, just look at the layout as well. Like there's
Yeah, it's
like
a little
2
bit like
bases on the
Stargazer.
bottom. Like remove these 2 bases on the bottom and put like a gold base, and it's literally Stargazers. Okay, Hydra.
Yeah, it's like a super, it's like a mini Stargazer.
But let's do this.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Power
Hydra's
is
going
down.
for push right now, but I don't think he can push into this.
Don't
He can
run
over
into
this
lives.
Raptor.
Please don't run into lives.
Let's go.
Oh,
Hydra's
you're getting
double.
EMP, then you looking to run into it.
Nah,
Okay,
he's not gonna go in,
probing.
surely. He's not Kabal. He's just gonna
I
push
hope so.
around, fire disruptors here and there. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna push into it.
He's watched the
Unless you really
Gemini
can.
feet Hearthstone video on Hearthstone channel.
Stop standing in the tank range.
I do think he needs to trade out to do something because DJ is maxing out. If DJ maxes out, this army can be very scary for Protoss.
DJ's
There's a
not
lot of
going,
Marauders, a lot of
DJ.
a lot of libs.
The Hydra isn't really
Ghost
going for
Smoke.
any high-tech transition. He's just deciding to like add more gateways and go for like Showtime-esque approach.
I do like this approach more than the let's play late game against the best late game race in the game.
Ooh,
Like if you're trying to out-siege Terran, you're gonna find out against a decent Terran, or at least a Terran who has patience, that it's a very bad idea. So I do like this approach of, you know, throwing Zealots, poking with the Disruptors.
Oh, and this Disruptor shot
big hits,
actually
massive hits.
No gun.
Yeah. The Colossus are holding no
DJ
ground
cannot.
as well.
Another huge hit.
Okay, DJ is right now on 48 workers. Remaking his workers. Okay, so he doesn't want to go into a maxed out, like, massive army type of deal and try to all in with it.
I mean, you still need workers to get him out to the side.
It would be kind of a desperation move, but it could be a good move. We have a proxy gate, and we mined out the minerals. What? In the north?
So good. The fight
Meanwhile,
is...
big fights.
DJ is trying to collapse on the army, but...
Yeah, he's
Okay,
trying
he's
to
gonna get a lot
clear
of
all those pesky tech units.
Oh god, he's actually getting all the Disruptors.
So he's gonna get everything. And now his Vikings are useless though. So now he needs to find a way to trade out his Vikings. Big run by from the mined out minerals at the top. And the proxy gates.
Yeah, DJ doesn't have the ability to split really well with the lips.
I would be in favor of like a planetary to lock down this place if you're trying to turtle this. But the air fleet is massive from DJ,
I
so
think
he
DJ
could
does
try
kinda-
for a kill.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is getting scary.
The thing is, he has no bio. Where's his bio?
Yeah, he has nothing. The problem with the bio count has been very much diminished, and he needs to group it up. But his supply is very low as well.
Yeah, he literally just can't really sustain it.
Oh, he's getting countered.
Yeah.
The stalker count needs to stay high, by the way. If the stalker count falls down too
Okay,
much,
never
I'm
mind.
like, oh
It's
no,
DJ's
DJ is
call.
leaving. DJ calls it. Big win from Hydra, winning for his team. The first time.
Yeah,
The
he actually
first
sends it.
Frog win. 4-1. And now we're
Frog's
going to the
actually
last match
doing it.
for map score. What is DJ counterpick? Because he had a solid opener, but he couldn't crack the robo play, and then he kind of fell over against the mass gateway.
Oceanborn.
I think,
Man, I wish
yeah,
I knew anything
Oceanborn,
about
good
that.
pick. You can be aggressive on the map. It's a little easier to turtle than Ghost River, and if you go into later games, there is more bases to take. So in like Ghost River, where you get boxed into this 4-base setup and you can never grow, this is a map where you can take a 5th base.
Okay, and back to introductions. In the top, I think it's left corner, we
Top
have the
left,
person who just sent the Frogify Rebellion into actually winning their first match in this season. It's Hydra, aka Hudra, aka Hydra.
And in the bottom right, in the blue, asking if Hydra's been to Epic Land.
Oh,
The
right.
man, the myth,
I
the
love
legend,
Gemini,
the one with the
you know?
best gift of all time. It is DJ.
I think DJ is in Epic Land right now.
Maybe. It's actually going on right now.
DJ is so good.
Damn, they're flexing girlfriends and traveling. Holy shit.
Holy moly, Hydra. Hydra flexing, having a life. He's becoming holy shit. Wait, DJ is actually going for double Proxy Rocks, is that?
Yeah, it's Proxy
Is that a
Marauder.
Proxy Marauder? Yep.
It is Proxy Marauder.
The unbeatable build. And he's distracting Hydra by talking. Dirty,
Taking the
dirty.
Gemini coaching. Gemini literally carrying this team league and his team while not being captain. He's coaching everyone.
DJ literally distracting Hydra. Just
Yeah,
getting
the
so
problem,
hard.
Gemini, is you're trying so hard to help your team. You forget that you also have to play.
He's like,
and
Gemini
unfortunately,
is...
it's costing you.
You know, I should nominate Gemini for, like, you know, the Bulgogi Man of Award.
Yeah, I
Like
did
the most
nominate.
selfless-
I nominated
like the
Hazura because he
selfless
helps
player.
everyone. He also helps a lot. in the team.
Ironically. Ironically, Azura is so far doing the same thing as Gemini.
Yeah, he's helping a lot. We
Helping a
don't-
lot and
they
going
just
0
don't see
2.
it. I mean, those are the best captains. Unironically, like even though if you can go have such quote unquote poor results and still get into finals.
Anyway, back to the main line. The Hydra found the proxy. It is actually getting both
Yeah.
of these.
We're getting 2 SCVs with your zealots. I
And
don't know
Zealot
if
is gonna
that's worth
survive, I
it.
think. Yeah, Zealot is surviving this. And the battery is gonna finish. Because we're getting
Battery's
two
gonna finish.
batteries on the
Double
high
battery
ground.
at the top. Second gateway. Okay, so we have a gate defense.
So we're gonna try to defend the low ground, but we're not gonna fully commit to the low ground defense.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. Oh wait, he's waiting for super battery. I think
Oh yeah.
this is
I
going
think-
so
yeah, I think-
poorly
this
for
is-
us.
this is-
This is
this
going
is a-
so poorly for DJ.
This is like almost. I think this is perfect.
This is completely over.
Wait, did you forget our warp gate?
No, I think. Well, yes and
Or
no.
we just
I
delayed it?
almost like not going for warp gate immediately, like delaying it so you make sure you hold.
Yeah, cause like it's money.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Zergs don't inject instantly to have energy to do other things.
There's gonna be
Like,
a lot of
especially-
marauders though right now. Wait, we don't have a super battery.
Oh yeah, we chronoed. He chronoed, no! He chronoed his warp gates.
It's still fine though.
But alive?
I think.
Alive gaming?
Yeah, we have like the probes.
We can do a massive pro pull, I guess.
Yeah, we hope.
Target fire is clean. Okay, the marauder count
Well,
is
like-
growing, but not snowballing.
Yeah, we're actually getting like a lot of marauders. Like by not losing anything really. So it's like
Okay,
not...
the
Wait,
gateway.
we're gonna
Oh, the
lose
gateway
battery,
rally is
though.
bad. There's gonna be
Will
a
it
trapped
kill it?
stalker.
Will he kill it? Oh, wait, is it? Oh yeah, my god. It might be.
Okay, GJ
I mean,
a little
that's
bit
a
of cope.
hold.
He's gonna need to like group up even more and go in. He needs
Can't
to.
get
He needs
him.
a one hit on the stalkers.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
the point.
Hydra's
man,
staying
like,
on the high ground. He knows what's going on.
yeah, he's
He's
pulling
not-
the
he knows what's
boys.
coming.
The boys are coming.
The boys are coming.
The boys are coming.
Oh, and it's scouted by the.
I wonder if he saw it. Probably he did. Since
I
it's
don't think he saw it.
literally-
I don't know if he saw it. If he saw it, he would be pulling. He would be hotkeying his.
He's
row or
roping in
something.
zealots, so we're roping in a zealot, so I think it's right. Yeah, he's making more batteries. I think he saw it.
Okay, he knows. He knows
He
this
really
is
needs
full
island.
island.
Yeah. He saw it, I think.
We need a super battery, and we need. Okay, no super battery available.
I mean, it's almost off cooldown
How do we hold this?
with probes.
Big pull, shell battery,
If DJ
target
clutches
fire
it,
is okay.
we're getting
The
in more
zealots are
zealots. The super battery, the battery has
struggling.
recharged. We have the battery off cooldown.
Yeah, overcharge was off cooldown.
Yeah.
Okay, we're whopping
Okay.
in. We killed all the SCVs, so now all we have to do is beat those 6 marauders.
Yeah, that's a hold.
Okay, no, 9 marauders.
Okay.
There's gonna be 9 marauders, and that's it. Oh, big, nice,
Huge round.
nice probe micro.
Huge round. We don't even need a
Huge
super
draw.
battery. Huge draw, literally huge draw. Huge draw.
Huge draw. Going in, killing all the marauders. DJ coping as much as he can. Trying to get a better man score for his team. Couldn't do it. Turns out, Proxy Marauder, all not that good.
Wait, isn't it the first time we see Proximar leave?
It is. It is indeed a completely rigged and fixed game. The Terran propaganda goes so far that they will intentionally lose with good builds to promise to people that it's not that good.
5-1 for Frogs. Huge win. Huge. Like, literally, Hydra
Massive win
literally
for
the GOAT.
Frogs. Hydra with the big 2-0. Guitar King 2-0. Zirella taking a game off. Maikoto off racing. Yeah, a big win for the Frogs. Their first win. They might not make it into playoff, but now they can dream.
Wait, did they,
We are
did you-
goobers too.
Did they just also help us by doing this?
Yes. It's
Thank
very big that they help us.
I love Hydra.
Yeah, we love them. We love the Frogs. The Frogs are our friends.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, some pretty good stuff out of them, I guess. I think they got some good matchups this week for sure. Is a good part of it. It's kind of part of the good thing about this league in general is that even if a team does kind of fall out a little bit, there's always a chance that the matchups just kind of roll well for them in 1 week to still give them some chances here and there. Because I think maybe if like some certain things go certain ways with how the pools line up, I think it'll be potentially a different match and whatnot. Same thing for any of their other matches and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff with that. So it's good to see the Frogify at least getting a win, even though it's at the hands of my own team, which, to be fair, I would have rather not happen. But it is what it is, I suppose.
By the way, Gemini.
Yeah.
Does it mean basically are frogs actually out, or do they still have a chance to?
No, I'm pretty sure. Like especially getting a 5-1, like that definitely improves chances severely at this point.
And because they're playing Corsair next week, and we're also like on the verge.
Yeah, no, it's definitely possible. I think because
So
if they win their next,
for everyone.
Yeah, like Frogify or Corsair could be a deciding match next week. Very realistic chance of that happening.
Yeah.
But,
oh my god, it's actually gonna be so hype.
Why is this league so hype? It's always the closest shit ever.
Because I came up with the best fucking format of all time, and it's so good.
Part of it.
The pool system, the fact that not every pool plays every week, I'm so good. This league is incredible.
Since Gemini doesn't like to talk about himself, I will forward to you his words, which is, God, I'm so fucking goated at this community.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, not enough at the game, though. Anyways, thank you, Heroku and Angrath, for coming onto the casting desk to cover this for me. So yeah, any final words as I send you guys off before I go over to the analyst desk with my half of a desk?
Well, thank you for inviting us to plague this cast with our wee presence and our awful commentaries. Hopefully we're of help.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me as well. I really wanted to cast, but unfortunately I'm casting two PvPs and a PvP where I know barely anything. So yeah, now I know how it feels to be the rainbow. And coming on and having to cast shit you have no clue what's going on in.
And not getting paid.
And I mean, the not getting paid part is, because we're going to win, we're going to get paid. So it's different.
Fair.
I love Gemini,
All right. Well, I do appreciate you guys coming on. The cast was good. Thank you as always. And feel free to sign up for any other stuff in the future and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to switch on over to the analyst desk where my single analyst is waiting as Echo has completely forgotten about absolutely everything this entire time, so that's very cool. But November, what did you think of the final series and all that good schnaz?
Damon was really good. Unfortunately, a little boring, a little too well played for me. But
yeah, not enough sheningas going all over the place. Not enough total clownery.
It was kind of hilarious how Terran players can just press E on their units and pretty much almost already win the game. But fuck you, Guitar King. That is definitely not true. I'm sorry, I had to respond to that bullshit, utter nonsense. But okay, going back to my point, it is crazy that all of Terran's good spells are neat. Liberator Siege, EMP, is E, Siege Tank, Personally, I bind my Stim Hockey to E as well, just to abuse the OP button. But, yeah, Game 2 was a little more interesting, We did see the exact same build from in Pool 4. I think Heroku actually did the build better. But, well played from Frogify. Frogify got a 5-1. I'm excited. Hopefully they can get into playoff. We'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely very good for them. I think some of the games are a bit unfortunate for DJ again as well. I mean, he had a really good start in the first game. He was killing so many probes. He was ahead on economy for a good portion of that. I mean, I think he just kind of didn't notice that the minerals got mined out next to his natural for so long. Yeah. I don't even know if he actually even knew that was a thing at all. But those zealot run-bys constantly getting in was really brutal. Coupled with then the army just being so gigantic. The upgrades coming in super clutch there for Hydra with this kind of offbeat build there.
I really want to echo what you said about that early game. Like I think the casters mentioned that it was like nearly a perfect game.
Yeah.
And that was crazy. Like getting harassed done, but also like managing to keep your units alive is actually so incredible because you always have to dread like lurking around. I remember he came with that Liberator at one time over the gas, and Hydra was busy defending against some medevacs that he did with I think I got 5-6 probes, which is crazy. So at that level at least. At my level, 5-6 probes is the bare minimum. When Liberator comes in, you lose entire
5-6 kills makes it so that way you are only down by 10 probes instead of 15 or SCVs.
Yeah, no. 5-6 kills mean that you can unsupply block so you can do your all in better. Okay.
Yep. And then even the second game, I think he definitely could have had it. Maybe the micro was pretty good. Just a couple things maybe not working his way, but.
It is crazy that Hydra didn't do a counter pull for that. I felt like
no, I know. I thought he was just dead.
Yeah, I thought he should have rallied. I don't know. I'm like full 3-4, I guess, but I thought he should have transferred the probes to Snatchel at least, so you could have that option available.
I was amazed he held that overcharge, that second overcharge, for as long as he did. I was like, just absolute balls of steel.
Was it available? I thought it just
he didn't have it. It was on cooldown for a while, but then it still in the middle of it, there was it came back off cooldown, and he could have been using it before the actual big pro pull. He only used it after surrounding the Marauders. Honestly. It was pretty wild.
I mean myself.
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to be that. I think we're going to send it off there. Frogify with the 5-1 victory. You hate to see it if you're a fan of me or my team, which I definitely am, so that's definitely a bit sad.
Frogify!
Yeah.
Also, I predicted 6-0 and I got a 5-1. I feel like this is really good for the November curse. Haters, November curse is not real. It can't hurt you.
Except for the first 3 weeks when it absolutely did hurt everybody.
I don't believe in that.
Sure.
I think I have a positive map score now, so I'm very happy about that.
That's actually the biggest tragedy of all this season, this week. That's
I'm
very
19 and 18 now.
Oh, that's just the worst. This is worse than losing the match. I'll be honest. This is insane. I can't stand for this. All right. Well, thank you, November.
I predicted you 2-0. Okay, I'm not a bitch. I said I'm not a bitch. I will not predict 1-1s anymore.
Yeah, and then you predicted against me, so I don't even know if I want you here anymore.
Admittedly, I didn't show up to the cast until afterwards, but I did put in my sign-up statement that I was GK's #1 fan, so I was obviously going to predict him 2-0. So
yeah, at least you did show up as well, unlike a certain analyst here. So that much I can respect, even though you completely forgot that today was Saturday for some reason. So that's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Yesterday was Friday, so today could be Friday too, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Thank you for joining me here in November on the desk. I appreciate it. Any final parting words?
As always, the Genshin 4.8 patch just dropped, so,
All right, and that'll be that. Thank you very much, everybody. The ATL Season 3 week number 4 is only halfway done. We'll be finding out what happens again tomorrow with some more of this. We have one other excellent banger match that surely is going to be happening. It's going to be the first time we have the Rottweilers joining us on the main stage. Roddy's team is going to be on the main stage. I meant to be casting his team the first week, but unfortunately they didn't actually play their games in time, so I had to pivot switch over to a different match. And then I was going to do it last week, but then Roddy wasn't playing in it, and I kind of wanted to get Roddy's games on the main stage, so I was going to wait until this week. So Roddy will be playing tomorrow in the All Things Protoss Team League Season number 3. We'll finally get to see the Rottweilers up on the main stage. It's going to be epic. Hopefully everyone will be joining us tomorrow at the same time, at the same place, 8 p.m. KST, right here on the amazing Twitch stream. That is my own Twitch stream. So yes, we will be back then. For now, I will say goodbye, and I wish you all a beautiful day. And I will be taking a look at someone to raid, so that way we can get moving on here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, and we will be back with some more ATL3 tomorrow. See you guys later.